All right, we're live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Tuesday nighttime stream. Yes. Hey, that's me. Ooh, that was good. The delay is very short. I like that. Maybe because the stream just started. All right, let's go ahead and plug in the website. Here it is. Miss Six says, I'm bored. Hi, bored. I'm Six. Today's stream title shall be, let's see, Gastly break on the move. That's true. I saw Alicia Brown sent in an order for that. Gastly break on the move. Cheap. I'm not going to call it cheap, but let's say new Gem 5 is hot, because it is. It's selling quite quickly. We're going to say cool coin giveaway. And it's Tuesday, isn't it? I'm just going to leave it there. I'm going to hit copy. Okay, now we're going to jump in here. So this shall say at here, we're going live for Tuesday night, the second stream of the day, 3 hours long. Okay. What do you guys think? You think 2 a.m.'s too late in the morning? There it goes. I go to bed right after the stream. That's sort of been working. There we go. Okay, we'll delete these. Here's an email from PSA. What did they say? They said, they respond? Oh, I'm very confused. Oh, there it is. Oh. Okay, so it looks like Miss Alexandra's card maybe was never missing. Well, let me turn this down a little bit. Okay, so it's sounding like what PSA is saying is I submitted 2 of the signature cards, the Weiss Guilty signature cards, and they only got 1 of them. All right, so that's just a typo then. That sounds really good. It sounds like it's not missing at all. All right, good. I did not catch that part the first time I read it. Let me go ahead and plug this in. I'll be happy to report that to Miss Alexandria. Let's go ahead and close this. To me, it's sounding like they're saying it's not missing, but that they were expecting 2 based on the order. All right. Hi, Mistra. Thank you for the secret giveaway. Oh, you're welcome. The secret giveaway. The giveaway that only... Why does the camera seem zoomed out? Is the camera zoomed out? Focus mode. Autofocus. Close. All right. So we're going to leave it there. Where's Mark been? I want to thank him for the giveaway win. I don't know. Where's everybody been? Sometimes I feel like we get new guys and it's really cool, but I miss the old guys as well. All right, so you guys might want to consider the Gastly because 2 spots for the Gastly have just sold. You know, you guys open a lot of booster packs and you guys participate in a lot of pokey shuffles, but never forget these big breaks on the table are the real deal. This is a real vintage card right here, first edition. It'll never be a cheap enough card to go into like the pokey shuffles. So you got to give this a shot. I know it's 40 bucks. You got to consider it sometimes. Oh, are we putting it in the back? Oh, yeah, we are. Okay, good. Who do you miss the most? Oh, I don't know. People come and they go. I like the people who stick around. So there's 4 out of 13. Yeah, I notice when people stick around really consistently. 4 out of 13, 9 spots remaining. These are tied now. Of course, the Gastly is a little sexier. I like my shiny cardboard. Mr. Summon DP Fitness. I do miss DP Fitness. It's too bad that he took a break. He'll be back. Why is gastric so expensive? Well, gastric is expensive because you got to take care of your gastric system. Let's see. Miss Alicia's done with the 2 spots for the Gastly. Gabriel, 2 spots in Cosmic. We fulfilled that before the stream was over in the daytime. And here is a Mr. Hathim. He says, Tuesday night pre-order 56 minutes ago. He wants 3 Triplet Beat, 1 Korean Terror Festival. No, I'm sorry. 3 Korean Terror Festival, 3 Azure Lane English Volume 2, 3 Yu-Gi-Oh!, 3 Riftbound, 3 Gen 5, 1 Magic the Gathering Spider-Man. Jesus! That's a lot of stuff in that order. So 3 of these Triplet Beats. You got it, man. Let's get some Triplet Beats together. Triplet Beat. And Korean Terror Festival. Okay. Terror Festival. And 3 Azure Lane English. 2, 3 of these. Okay. Azure Lane English. 3 Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity V. Okay. I bought a lot of this stuff, so I'm glad to see it selling. 3 of the Riftbound Unleashed. So it looks like I need to go find some Riftbound Unleashed. We need a fresh box of it, because that was the last pack from the previous box. I fart a lot. Let's go Familia. Do you have any Soccer Messi cards? They have all been jumping up after today's game. Crazy. No, I don't have any soccer cards, I'm afraid. 3 Riftbound Unleashed. 3 Gem 5s. Let's see. Gem 5s. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, I want the Messi card. Here's 1 Magic the Gathering Spooderman. You got it. Messi, I've never heard of that Pokemon before. All right, now we need to get 3 Unleashed. You have impeccable timing, sir. What? Let me go grab this. My body feels so hungry. And yet, I know if I eat, I'm going to feel terrible. Makes me sad. Makes me angry. Don't get in my way today, Hathim. I'm hangry. Okay. Good. How did I become number 1, mister? Skill. Probably. All right, now. Some people are just chosen by the gods. You have the right of kings, basically. All right, so I believe we have the full Hathim order. This whole stack was $182.50. There we go. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait, we can get bag ASMR again. You can hear the bags again. This is a new streaming app we're streaming on, and so far it has allowed the music to pass through. Only downside, I have to pay $10 a month to use it. So it's not free. Darn. That's a lot of money, you know. That's like $120 a year to use a streaming app. I could just use the YouTube streaming app for free. The YouTube streaming app is completely free. So, thanks YouTube for blocking music. Real lovely. Set that there. Play Splatoon. Oh man, not the Splatoon. Not the Splatoon. All right, snipping this. Okay. And we gotta snip this one. All right. Good. Good. Throwing all these away. Playing nature sounds. Well, I'm going to be playing toilet sounds after the stream. I'll go to the bathroom. How's that for a nature sound? Here's some of these. And some of these. Boo. That's no good. Look at that. Just a Pokeball. How about a big hit? Ah, there we go. We got Palafin. All right. Super Stipe. Palafin it is. That's not called Palafin, is it? I think it is. There you go. Terrible Pokemon design. Mr. How's the Wigovi treating you? Ah, it's so strong, man. And I'm only at the 1 milligram, and I could probably up the dosage. I feel like tired. I feel like I definitely have less energy. Oh my God, dude. Look at this card. What is going on here? Look away, children. There we are. Mr. Install the toilet chair for the office. Ooh, that'd be nice. Here's a hollow. Let's do one of these streams from the bathroom toilet seat. There we are. I'll sit down on my toilet seat. We can all be in the bathroom together. It'd be really fun. All right. So hot. Girls with boobs like that don't exist unless they're fake. I suppose they do exist then. Now, Forbidden Chalice. Ancient Gear Fusion. Ugh. Only if you stream like the Save Us Trump lady. Yeah. Save us, Trump. I don't even see the flag anymore. Call of the Haunted. Okay. And Albion the Sanctifier Dragon. Ooh. Very good. Oh my God. Last night was a movie. That's right. Riftbound Unleashed. Oh, it's unleashed, baby. Rawr. Whoa, he's scaring me. Here's... I thought that was a hollow. Here's Blood Harbor Ripper. Uh-oh, not the Blood Harbor Ripper. Anything but that. And here's... Oh, we've got Poopy. All right, one Poopy. How's it going on this fine Tuesday night, everybody? If you'll just take a moment and smash the like button for me, I'd appreciate that. Let's get those likes up. Yeah, do it, and I'll give you a free copper coin. That's the giveaway tonight, is the nice copper coin. Donated this time by Mr. Hawk. So far, so good. Look at this. All right. Last couple of packs remain. Have you been craving less now that you upped the dosage? Yeah, so the cravings have died down slightly. But it's also more like, I know if I eat food, I'm just going to feel terrible. I'm going to get severe heartburn, and I'm going to get what I call a Wegovy headache. So I'm literally scared to eat. That's the biggest effect of Wegovy, is it scares you out of eating. And then I do crave food, but it's like if I go chase my cravings, I'm just going to get punished to hell for it. It does leave me feeling kind of tired. I don't feel like getting up and exercising. I eat less food and just feel like sicker almost. It is. But I've lost weight. I think I've lost, actually I weighed in today and I think I'm like up to 9 pounds now. I think everyone's going to use it in the future. I think it's basically going to be like this, like ibuprofen type thing in the future. It solves one of humanity's most basic problems right now, which is overeating. Here's Oscorp, Guy in the Chair, Vibrant Cityscape, Angry Rabble, Twisted Spider Clone, Sudden Strike, Spider-Mobile, Terrific Team Up. That one looks cool. It is. Messi scored 3 goals. Wait, did you give away the Slow King? Yep, Slow King's been handed out, I think. Yeah, it's been given out. Now we're on to the Hawk coin giveaway. Morbius, Living Vampire, Spider-Man, Parker Luck, Master Weaver, Web Protector. What? That must be some of that newfangled modern Spider-Man. I only like the old Spider-Man. There it is. All right. Very good, Mr. Them. What are we doing with Mr. Them stuff? Does he have a box? Hawk's got a box. Them feels like he shipped recently. Mr. Them. Slow King was done last night. Yeah, Slow King was done last night, bro. I think Hathim's getting a new bag. I think that's what we're doing tonight. No, it's at first it didn't work, and now it does. You just had to up the dosage. It really does work. It's just a matter of money. If it costs like $50 for like a pill for like a jar of pills that had the same effect, you'd probably just go buy that jar of pills. You know what I'm saying? Like if Wegovy, I'm pretty sure they're putting it into a pill form, the GLP-1 pill that you can just swallow. And you know, if that was just on the shelves at Walmart, you can just buy like a bottle of it. People would probably just be using it to reduce their appetite and get their weight under control. We are. All right. My mom always told me not to be messy. Look at messy now, Mom. Mom, you weren't right. Dude, I bit the inside of my mouth, and I knew this was going to happen. I got this terrible sore on the back of my mouth that hurts to talk. I've been brushing my teeth. I've done a salt rinse. None of it matters. You can't fix it. It's got to do its course. You ever bite the back of your mouth and it just swells up and becomes this awful sore? I've got that right now, and it just hurts every time I talk. It sucks. Mister should sponsor streamer diapers and show it's cool to poop again in public. That's right. All the cool kids are doing it. Notification of a cleared e-check. Ta-da! Yay! All right. I'm going to delete these. I'm going to jump over here. The PayPal queue. PayPal queue is empty. We just got started. We had a big Mr. Them order right at the start. Boy, it was busy in the daytime stream. I remember I had to tell people to stop ordering. So it's Tuesday nighttime stream. Tuesday's traditionally a little bit of a slower day. And this will give us a chance to maybe catch up on some things. Look at this Arcanine. Isn't he nice? Rainbow Arcanine. He's cool, man. We need Mr. Clean and Messy to be the next fighters in the White House Claw. What? Here's Clefairy for just a cheap $400. Here's Victini for a cheap $200. Here's Miss Quip's drawing. Here's the trade Pikachu. Who wants to make a trade to get into the trade Pikachu? He's just a cute little card. He's got a nice 9. It's still a cute card. Let me know. I'm happy to accept just some of your junk cards. Let me know if you'd like a trade. All right, so there's a rotation. And let's get this bad boy up here. Oshawott 10. I've sold a couple of these Oshawotts over time. I don't remember how cheap the very first Oshawott it was. I distinctly remember selling a bunch of these over time at like $75 per card. Remember how many of those I gave away too? I gave away so many Oshawotts for free. But here it is, black and white Oshawott. All right, let's see. I'm one of the main people grading and collecting poker cards. Isn't that cool? So let's grab this. And what we're going to say is Oshawott. Make sure I spell it right. We're going to go by cheapest price. We want the cheapest one. Showing me a whole bunch of ungraded ones. We want the graded ones, please. So weird. Actually, here, let me sort it by highest price. All right, there we go. So the cheapest one appears to be this one right here. For $120, this guy right here. Go. All right. Had a little black kitty cat show up to our back door tonight. Our cat was going crazy. She wasn't like hissing or anything. She was like scratching at the window like she wanted out to go check this other cat out. There's 125. She wanted to see this other cat so bad. Here's Miss 6. My mom told me not to be... I already read that. Ooh, another black kitty. We've seen this cat before. It's a little female cat. 3 Gem 5s. Doesn't come around too often, but it popped by tonight. It is. All right. Didn't want any food, just wanted to be pet. Maybe your cat has a girlfriend now. Snipping this. Okay. Good. All right. What do we got? We've got Gem 5. Setatan. Ooh. Fanpy. And Joltik. Look at that Joltik. Oh, yeah. Lovely Joltik. Miss 6. Here's the giveaway tonight. A copper coin. The copper coins are getting pricey, guys. They're not cheap anymore. They used to be cheap. Once upon a time, copper coins were cheap. They got expensive. I'm sad about Xbox. Might not be around in 5 years. I don't know if I buy that. Just because they're closing some studios. There we go. All right. Closing studios is just one of those things, you know. The cat sneaks into your window at night. There's a big orange cat in this neighborhood, too. The big orange cat has come up to my back window here before, probably just to wonder what's going on in this room. I'm probably super noisy. You can probably hear me through the walls. All right, do we have the website pinned? Let me make sure the website is pinned. Yes, it is. Good, 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 good. The queue is empty. Let's show off the breaks. So, the breaks. We should do a gold break. Wouldn't that be fun? All right, here's the mega break. Ah, yes, the good old Mega Break. Did you guys know the Mega Break sublist is like halfway through? Here's the Mega Tyranitar sublist. 4 spots left here for round number 4. Don't forget, that is a Shining Tyranitar. Pretty serious business. Could be yours for 40 bucks. Okay. Or you can buy directly in for 400 if you want to go crazy. Here's the rare candy break has not moved too much. It's a pricey one. This one costs even more than usual. 61 and 36. The odds are rough. The chances of losing $60 is high. Here's the Gastly. The Gastly break is on the move. It's now 4 out of 13. 9 spots remain. That's Neo First Edition Gastly. You can pull that for 40 bucks. Here's Umbreon 10, and that's from Pat Gibbs. It's a consigned card. You might be interested in that. Now, we do have some interesting box breaks. First of all, let's show off the gym breaks. Some of you guys like working on your gym cards. And, in fact, I think the gym break season is over in like 10 days or 9 days or something like that. But we've got these gym breaks if you wanted to work on your gym card. Disney Blau Weiss and Weiss Schwarz Marvel. So both of these are the Weiss Schwarz company. Pretty well-known company. All gradable stuff. There's some cool cards in the Disney box, actually. No one's opened one in a while. And then the Marvel Studios, you've seen, I think, 2 of these get open, and so this would be the 3rd one. Did the Naruto go off? No, Naruto has not gone off yet. The Naruto's right here. It's up to 7, isn't it? Or is it 6? I can't remember. Let me look it up. 6, 7, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Topps is up to 6. It's the One Piece set that's really impressive. The One Piece set's pretty close. This guy is a big 1 in 32 box break. 1 in 32. And there's 9 spots remaining. Pretty close. That's a big one for One Piece collectors. And then we've got the Destined Rival box break. Here it is. 1 in 19 Destined Rivals. Cool. All right. I think Xbox is just going to invest some of that $23 billion made last year into using AI to make games instead of unionized studio workers. Yeah, who knows? Let me know when any studio announces a good game. Like, I'm not going to lie. I can't think of anything that anyone's making at all that has me super excited. Can you name a PlayStation game you're excited for? I can't. I can't think of anything. I can't think of any Xbox games I'm excited for. Even Nintendo Switch, what are they making? They're just making remakes. Nobody does anything new or original. We don't get any more like new IPs that are like mind-blowingly good anymore. All right, let's see. That's one of the reasons I don't own a PlayStation. There's nothing on PlayStation that I want to play. I got excited for Mugenics, Ican, Wolverine. What's Wolverine? Is that like a Marvel game? Gears E-Day. Mr. is a Sony hater. I'm not a Sony hater. I'm just saying there's nothing that I want to play on it. That's why I don't have one. And then I did buy a Switch to play the new Pokemon game. That was kind of stinky, and now I got a Switch that's just collecting dust. That's it. And I am just playing Battlefront 2 on the Xbox. That's all I'm doing right now. And it's not very serious. It's just sort of like playing around. Wolverine Marvel. So that's kind of like the Spider-Man thing, right? Like there was a Spider-Man game on PlayStation, and now you're saying there's a Wolverine game. Neither of those interested me. I'm just not a Marvel fan. That's why I don't collect Marvel cards. So I don't like read the comics. I don't watch the movies. I haven't watched any Spider-Man movies since Spider-Man 3 in like the 90s or whatever it was. That was the last sort of like Marvel movie that I kind of watched. Like same with Iron Man. I didn't watch any of the Iron Mans. I watched Batman v Superman. That's DC. I watched that on vacation in North Carolina. How many years ago was that? That was like 7 or 8 years ago. That's like the last superhero movie. Oh no, I did watch Marvel Endgame, but that was because Karis wanted to watch it. So she turned it on like TV or something like 2 or 3 years after it came out. And so I vaguely remember what that was about. All right, let's see. I'm going to throw this away. So for me, I'm not into the superhero movies, never have been. And even Christopher Nolan's Batman, I was rewatching and I thought, oh my God, this is so unwatchable. Like, what am I doing right now? So Karis and I were watching a lot of movies together and doing movie reviews in the Discord server, and I had to stop making them because when I watched the Batman movie, it like broke me. I was like, I gotta stop. I can't watch movies. It's like bore me to tears kind of stuff. Here's Wigglytuff. Lots of good Marvel movies. There's a lot of people who enjoy them. I just don't. I don't know why that is. I didn't choose to be born that way. There it is. We just had another plane crash in Texas in the last hour. Thoughts on the recent air crashes? They gotta stop. I don't know. All right, let's get this Wigglytuff priced up. Why are there so many of them? Can we not? Can we just fly without crashing? Maybe people don't care as much. It's hard to say, man. Too many people flying, maybe? Maybe the rate of people flying has gone up over time. All right, so Green Deck Wigglytuff. The cheapest one is $400. Let me check sold. I doubt one is sold for that price. One's never sold for that price, but that's the cheapest one. Well, technically there's a Canadian one, but it's Yellow Deck and it's for $140. Honestly, I'm gonna copy the Canadian one. All right, actually, I'll make mine $150 because I think the Green Deck is a little bit older. I don't know if that plays a role, but the only other Green Deck for sale on eBay is the $400 one, so I'm gonna go with $150. Guess I'm not getting on a plane. It's too sketchy, man. Yep, California had a military one, 8 dead. That's really sad. I heard about that. Yeah, that was a military training one, right? No, that's pretty bad. All right. Yeah, people die in military training. It's a dangerous thing. I might just never travel now. Well, the big commercial planes aren't crashing, so that's good. The one artist, he died in a helicopter, but man, those helicopter crashes aren't that, they're not that rare. Mr. Mark, he says, okay, you ready? 2 Korean terrestrials. All right, 2 Koreans right here. 1 heat wave. 1 heat wave. 1 symphonia. 1 symphonia. 1 inferno. 1 inferno. You got it, man. All right, did we get it all? Yep. That's all for you, Mark Kaplan. It was all for you. One of the contractors that was on the B-52 is from the base that is 5 minutes from me. That sucks, man. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, airplanes are kind of like scuba diving. Like, nothing can go wrong. It all needs to go as planned because you're in an environment humans aren't supposed to be in. Like, if humans could fly, we could build airplanes, and then when they're crashing, just jump out and fly away. But we do not fly, so it's a one-way ticket to the afterworld if something goes wrong with that airplane, man. Ooh, Ludicolo. Y'all scared of flying from, like, smaller plane accidents? Goodness. We are? Yeah, those small planes definitely have a higher incidence. Cold. The big commercial planes, Your items have been shipped from the vault. Wow, really? Finally. That took a long time. Commercial planes break too, though. It's just a lot more rare. And it's really tragic when those go down because typically a lot of people die. They are. Not just a few people. It could be like 100 people dead in one machine. It is, but that's part of life. I mean, the funny thing about worrying about airplane crashes, is you could just crash in your car in a head-on collision going like 50 miles an hour. That'll kill you too. So why worry about it? You can't spend too much time worrying about it. You got to go live. It's like flipping a coin. Somebody's going to go every day, but hopefully not you, right? You can't be a hermit as a result of the chance of life not going right. We are. All right, we got Mark Kaplan. Ooh. All right, very good. I'm flying to OKC in August and Dallas in September. Oklahoma? I don't live too far from Oklahoma. I'm in southern Missouri. And so once you drive down to Springfield, which is about an hour drive for me, maybe about an hour 30. Once you drive down to Springfield, it's like a straight shot into Oklahoma. Really not too far. I'm flying back to Taiwan. I ain't scared. Tammy, no, you can't talk that way, Tammy. You better throw some salt over your shoulder. Here's one live custom for Chris Gonzalez. All right, Mr. Chris, let's see what's going on here for you. All right, one live costume, everybody. 1, 2, 3, and 4. One Trevenant. All right, no crazy luck in that pack. How many packs we got to spare? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 21. So I think 16 of them is $400, isn't it? 16? Pretty sure it is. Yeah, it is. So we could do a nice $400 slab in there. Computer, show me Pokemon cards. Chris Gonzalez. Cold as an iceberg. Gushers or fruit roll-up, mister? You know, I didn't grow up having any of those things. My mom was really, really strict, actually. I was like as thin as a stick growing up. I was real skinny. We ate food like tomato sandwiches, which was like 2 slices of bread and a tomato. And we didn't eat that much meat even. My mom was like, she wasn't a vegetarian, but she was like really strict about our diets. And so I didn't get to have either of those things until way later in life. And they're both just kind of cheap gummies, aren't they? So on the subject of gummies, I got to say, Swedish Fish. It's Swedish Fish. Because those things, Gushers and the other one, Fruit Roll-Ups, they're not healthy in the slightest. They're just different kid candies. That's all they are. So, you know, if I was going to have a gummies candy, you ever tried the Swedish Fish and Friends? Where it's like, you got like the dolphin and the turtle. Those are nice. What else is nice? They got the, you know, Lifesavers has really been, they must be doing well in the gummies because Lifesavers sells those gummies all over the place now. They got like 20 different, what do they call those? Code SKUs. They have like 500 flavors essentially. And, yeah, Lifesavers gummies and Swedish Fish. I like those two. You take the fruit roll up and you freeze dry and become a crunchy, yummy. Team Gushers. Swedish Fish flavor gets too boring. Yeah, I suppose it does. Yeah, it does. All right, let's see what we got. So we just took care of Chris. We just took care of Mr. Mark. Thank you, you two. Who's next? We're jumping over here. Items returning to you. Yeah, let me see this. Oh, yeah, we're getting a whole round of cards back from PSA. Very important. We're doing that because I had to spend money getting them back, so it's kind of stupid that I sent them at all. But we got to bring them back because we're running so low on slabs, and so this will help bolster our backstop of slabs. We cannot be low on slabs ever. That's our food source. That's our main thing that we have on this channel, like this beautiful Blastoise Piplup. Okay, here it is. How much would you pay for bundle prismatic? Bundle prismatic? What's a bundle prismatic? Is that a bundle of prismatic? Here's Blastoise Piplup. What a pity that it graded 9, huh? Darn. I'm going to go grade that with the CGC. We're going to say PSA 9. Remix. Blastoise. 069. And let's see what's going on here. So we want the cheapest one. Boy, this app is slow, man. It says the cheapest 9 is $95. 95, really? We'll say 90. Okay, there we go. 90. Blastoise Piplup is up. Tyrogue. All right, so this is actually from Silver Deck. Back in Gen 2, they introduced the baby Pokemon. And we get Tyrogue, which can transform into Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan. Or Hitmontop. Which you were weird if you chose Hitmontop. Everybody looked at you like you were one of the weird kids. Selling vintage cards is hard. I'd say selling any Pokemon cards can be challenging. I think that, you know, the market's very saturated with buyers, but also with the sellers. So let's look this up. Tyrogue. And it's a 6 of spades. Let's say Tyrogue, poker, comma, playing. All right. I like to search both terms. So there is a Tyrogue for sale online for $120. All right. Cool, man. Wow, this marker is almost dead. And that's a silver part 2 card. Cool. So he'll be $120 if you're a fan of this character. Go ahead and scan this. Okay, we got the scan. Verify that you are human. Yes, I am human. Wow. So I scanned it, and this is actually a Pop 1 card. That's pretty cool. So you could have Pop 1 Tyrogue for $120. Yeah, Pop 1, everybody. Shoot, man, I'm going to put that up into the PokeShelf, or the live customs. Not very often you get a Pop 1 card. Okay. The 9 and 10 price disparity strikes again. Yeah, just how it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this guy's going up into the live customs because I think he's a good price. And because he's actually population 1. But do you think that's worth it? I tell you what. We'll leave this up here. We'll give somebody a chance to buy it direct first. We can always add this into the live customs later. Because I'm thinking with the live customs, maybe we should save some of those empty packs and put a big, real expensive card up in the live customs. You know? All right, cool, man. We have an empty queue, guys. Yes, an empty queue. Let me show off some of the booster packs you might be interested in opening tonight. Some of these boosties, like Brown Dust, like Union Arena Chainsaw Man. How about OP16? We got this last pack of Goosebumps. Here's Abyss Eye, Chaos Rising, which is a lot of fun. The new and expensive Surprise 151. You might pull Pikachu Gengar. That set's gone really pricey, huh? Azure Lane, Dreamlike Oceans, which we just sold a whole box of that in the daytime stream. Union Arena Nikkei. We got the new Riftbound sets. These have been selling really fast. The new Harry Potter Quidditch Cup, which costs a little more. Here's The Boys trading cards. Yu-Gi-Oh! Rarity V, Korean Inferno X, very fresh. Celebrations, and Chilling Rain. So those are some recent additions to the menu. Booty Dust 2. Have you been saving the pack sleeves for new custom sleeves? Saving the pack sleeves. Oh, no, I have not. I'm thinking of doing it with the anniversary set. Do you think that's a bad idea? I was thinking of doing it with the anniversary set. Doing it. Gonna do it. Ooh, now this card graded 9, huh? So I sent a number of those gym cards out to grade, and this one did not get so lucky. I almost fell asleep. No! Yep, this looks like a 9 to me. So let's get them priced up as a 9. Beautiful. Oops, that's a wide sleeve. That's empty. Is it? Okay. All right. Misty's Tentacruel. Let's find out a little bit about this card, shall we? We're going to say Jim Tentacruel Japanese. Shouldn't be really expensive, right? Now, this one's actually pretty cheap. So, it looks like it goes for... That one's the Hanafuda deck. Oh, this is PSA 1. Okay, hold on. Wait a second. Let me make sure I'm looking at these right. Hanafuda. Okay, so the standard one, the one we have right here, goes for $90. $90. I think, to me, that sounds like a Poke Shuffle. Could either be a $90 Poke Shuffle, or it could be a pull right out of the Live Customs. Computer. Which one needs more help, you wonder? They're both pretty good right now. I'm going to send it to Live Customs. All right. Putting that there. So here's another nice card going up into our custom shuffles. Yes, we are using the PSA return to really jack these up with good things. Because we've been running on fumes in these shuffle boxes. We're going to say Jim Tentacruel. And it's going to say P9. All right, there it goes. 1, 2, 3. There it goes. Welcome, guys. Happy Tuesday night. It's the late night Tuesday night stream. Oops. You guys like the late night stream? There it goes into the Live Customs. I should have put that Ty Rogue in there too, actually. He's pretty neat. Look at the age of that. That's from the year 2000. Isn't that impressive? All right, let's see what's going on here. So we have an order from Mr. Joseph Smith. Joseph, he says 2 other shuffles. Oh, yes, the other shuffles. Here they are. Grab that. 1, 2, 3. Late night stream equals 3 animals. What? 1, 2. Okay. Ta-da! 2 cold ones. Ah, man. 2 cold other shuffles. I'm sorry, Joseph. Carlos Chaveras, 4 of the English Scarlet Violet base set. Ooh, that's going to be hard to retrieve. Let's see. So, was it this one? Oh, it's not too bad. All right, it's right here. Ooh, how's this set going? Is this getting expensive? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty old. I don't think we've repriced this in a long time. Miriam, please, mister. So how much is this set? It says $4.36. So these are $8 a piece, huh? All right. Base set Pokemon. Has anyone heard from Troy? I haven't seen my best friend in a while. Computer, show me Troy. Here's Flittle, Koraidon, Flitten. Here's Dolliv. That's kind of cool. Toxicroak and Dolliv. I'm going to go get some olive oil after looking at this Pokemon. Dolliv, the olive oil Pokemon. And Cyclizar. All right. There you have it, Mr. Carlos. Thank you so much. How's it pop 1, but there's 1 for sale online? That's the gold version. Silver version and gold. So there's 1 gold for sale, and we have the silver version. I know it's tricky. Mr. Carlos. Mystery solved. All right. Grab this. There you go. Very nice. Wrong bag. What? Let's grab the bag. Oh, I put you in the Carlos Sura bag. How could you let me do that? All right, let's see. Let's grab these three right here. Okay. And oh, and let's put them here like this. And then let's grab these right here. There it goes. All right, we got your cards back out. Good catch. Too many Carloses. Carlos Lugo, Carlos Sura, Carlos Hernandez. Do you need a new bag? Is this a new bag scenario? Oh, no, you're in the up top area. I remember. A lot of Carloses, man. I saw the Carlos name, and I said, oh, good, Carlos. There we go. All right. Mr. Carlos. Very good. He was here 2 days ago. Crazy. He was here 2 days ago. All right, we have an order from Mr. Matthew T. Product subtotal Riftbound Spirit Forge ×2. The Spirit Forge. That one sells a lot. I don't know why that is. Does the Spirit Forge set have something more desirable in it, I wonder? Korean Nivelarina Brown Dust ×10. Okay, Nivelarina ×10. Find some Nivelarina. Booty Cheeks Arena. Well, my first question would be is, do we have any more packs of it in the room? Nivelle Arena. Ah, here it is. We do. Good. And then I don't think I keep them anywhere else. Sounds like a fun opening. Okay. Snipping that. It's surprisingly pretty cheap to open these. All right. Anyone you want to pull. Okay. Carlos, it's usually you opening the brown dust. Now Mr. Matthews showing you up. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, 10 of these. 10 of those. I want those. He wants a Star Wars Galaxy 1 pack. That's also a really good set. Here it is, Star Wars Galaxy 1. I am a 2-bag guy now. Sounds good. All right, 2 bags. Ready? Here goes. Snipping time. Snip number 1. If you guys have never placed an order, give it a try. We have a first-time order bonus going on tonight, where you get a nice little bonus promo Charmander with your first-time order. You can make a small order and pick up that free Charmander. There it goes. All right. Tossing this away. And what do we have? We've got a holo. A holo. Oh my God. We got this busty girl. Holy dude. The set is so surprising. Here's the bunny girl. Here's Black Wings Archangel girl. I don't think she's an angel from heaven. What do you think? Here's Moo Moo Milk girl. Here's Bathing Suit Sunshine girl, I suppose. Here's Bunny girl. She's got a carrot in her hand. And DJ Beats girl. DJ Diddles. Good. All right. No signature, though. Okay. Okay. Tempting to go deeper. Aha. Let's turn this music up a little bit. Actually, what kind of music can we turn on that isn't just Minecraft? Because we've been listening to Minecraft nonstop for like ever. Is there anything else? Here's some Nintendo Synthwave. Here's some Pumpkin Waltz. I feel like I could listen to something else now. But just listening to the same thing for so long. Vaporwave Pokemon. I'll let it play for a minute. Let's see how I feel about it. Here's Azir. Eclipse is always lovely. Is it? And we've got Below the Mountain and Bone Shiver. I don't know if these are worth sleeving. Are they worth sleeving? Oops. We're going to go ahead and sleeve this one and then pick this one up. There we go. The cards are very lightweight. Sometimes they tip over. All right. I officially need you to look out for a slide for me. Alolan Vulpix. What? Alolan? You like the Alolan Vulpix? So cute. Here's these guys. And this guy. Ooh, that looks neat. Boba Fett looks awesome. You know, these packs aren't sticking at all. That's kind of nice with the Star Wars cards because they don't always come out that way. So these are in great shape, especially for how old they are. These are real old. Okay, thank you, Mr. Mark. Mark. Thank you, Mr. Matthew. I am sleep deprived. I'd like to point that out, by the way. I'm very sleep deprived. Woke up with like 5 hours of sleep today, and that was the same yesterday and the day before that. All right, so this is you. I double checked it. My profile picture has always been Alolan Vulpix. What? There we go. Let's see. What's that has Alolan Vulpix in it? Battle region or something? Here's some Pikachu 10s. Nice. An Eevee 10. And a Island SpongeBob. Ooh. All right, what's this? Miss Bridget. She says shipping and the rest Poke Shuffles for Miss Bridget. So shipping is normally $9. And let's see, you've got a bag over here. You should have like a paid off slab and a slab you just pulled. Let's see, where's your bag? Poke Shuffles, huh? Ah, here it is. Now, let's get those Poke Shuffles. So you should have enough for like 3 of them. Ready? 1, 2, 3. A 1, 2, 3. Boop. Take the $1, buy something nice. Oh, don't spend it all in one place. 3 cold ones. I'm sorry. All right. Better luck on the next round. 3 cold Poke Shuffles. All right. Let's go find you a label. Have we shipped you? Oh, stupid fly. Have we shipped you before? God, I hate flies so much. All right. Close this. Ooh. Looks like we have shipped you before. All right, good. Now, just to warn you, shipping doesn't start till Friday. Today's Tuesday, so that's a long wait for it to officially go out. Pop this over here. We need to have like Tuesday events, guys. What kind of event do you guys want on Tuesday? Okay, we're going to hit print. Obviously, Monday is Mukbang Monday, where I eat a whole thing of crab in front of you guys. What's Tuesday? Okay, let's see. Tossing this up here. Good, that's taken care of. All right, the shipping's going out. I waited for the shipping after you went to Nashville, so I think I'll be fine. Nice. And here's Mr. Joseph Smith. One more other shuffle snipe. 25% off Tuesday. Yeah. Dang, dude, that's not even a light sale. That's like clearance. Boop. Darumaka. Ooh, Darumaka. There's probably something out there that I'd love to move that we would do 25% off on. I don't know what, though. Carlos Chavez, payoff slab away, and 10 of the Booty Butt Brown Dusts. All right, so pay off slab away, Carlos. Let's go looking for that slab away. Let's see. Andrea. Where is it? Okay, let me put it up here. Ow. Let me grab this. That's Blake, Hawk, Paul, Carlos. Ah, here we are. You were in this pile. Now, oh, Boa Hancock. Very nice. 10 of the brown booty dusts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's Tuesday, isn't it? Meat's on the menu, boys. How did they know what a menu was? Think about it. Meat's on the menu. Did they have like restaurants? I suspect not. There. Very good. 10% off in the first hour? Nah, that would be a bad system, because all that would happen is everyone would just order in the first hour and then they would not order anymore afterwards. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oliver with the sword. Okay, here's... This girl's practically naked. No, she's not naked, though. This girl's laying down. That girl's appropriately dressed. Here's the Ice Queen. She's the Ice Queen. Swimsuit girl. Bunny girl. That's what I said. Bunny redhead. And swimming beach girl. There it is. Mr. Carlos. Mr. Carlos. Now, wait a second. We're not going to do this twice. I'm not going to do it twice, Carlos. Carlos's stuff needs to go into Carlos's bag. Why don't they give us fat anime girls? They've kind of done that before. They've given us a couple pudgy ones. They never give us truly fat ones, though, like very heavily obese or anything like that. Why? Probably because it doesn't look good. That's probably it. There you are. Hate to say it, but people expect you to look good, and looking good means you look thin. Here's a Gengar 8. I think you can get away with being a little bit heavy. Also, I think the rules are kind of different for boys. Like, I think boys get away with it more than girls. With boys, you can be heavy as long as you're, like, really funny or really clever, or maybe you're successful, or maybe you're an artist. So it's more about when you're a boy, it's more about your abilities to a certain degree. There we go, there we go, there we go. Got some tens there. Here we have Mr. Javier Arroyo, 1 Naruto box spot. Oh, the Naruto box, 3 spots left. Where are my Naruto enjoyers? Don't forget to edit the Discord on Slabaway. I did forget to do that. You know, I must do that a lot, and then what happens is later I'm like, this guy's failed to pay his slab off, and then when I go looking for it, I can't find it. All right, Boa is done. Boop. Yeah. All right. Javier. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're up to 7 in the box break. 7 out of 10. 3 spots remain. Getting close. 5 of the Gem 5s. Oh, new box of the Gem 5s, it looks like. Ooh, Gem 5, $4 a pack. This is kind of the cool item right now. That's $72 per box, everyone. Okay. I want like some fast music, you know. I want some like, hold on, I want some like Star Fox music. I haven't had any Star Fox music in a while. Boring. Ooh, I like this song. In fact, I think we have it sped up, but we don't need it to be sped up. There it goes. The music's already so fast for Star Fox, it doesn't need to be sped up. All right. You guys, you ready for that Star Fox remake they're doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're getting a Star Fox remake, but we're not getting Super Smash Brothers. Computer. Okay, 1 Ascended Heroes. Here it is. Would like to play 007 Nintendo 64, but I'm scared to see how much it'll cost me. What'll cost you? What do you mean? You mean like as a jukebox kind of thing? We used to have the ability to like request like a soundtrack, and we'll play the soundtrack of your choice, and it was like $3 or something like that. It is. All right. But the problem with this, sometimes people pick soundtracks that aren't very tasteful. And so, you know, it's like, it's pretty restrictive. It's like, you can turn on what you want, but it has to be stuff that I also approve of. So you got nothing in the Ascended Heroes. Here's a Stamp Horsey. The system and the game. Oh, you mean you want to go buy Nintendo 64? There's probably like an emulator you can buy. Here's Milcery. Is it Milcery? All right. Here's Sunflora. Sunflora! And Stunfisk. All right, cool, man. Cool, baby. Are you buying a Switch 2 to play it? Well, I already have a Switch 2. I bought one to play the new Pokemon game. The one that came out, ZA. Yeah, ZA. What'd you guys think of ZA? Did anyone here play ZA? I loved it. It was so good. There. I was really shocked at how weak the graphics were. I was like, really? This is caca water. What do we got next? That was the Javier Arroyo order. Thank you, Mr. Javier. Have you got Up Dog on the menu? What's Up Dog? Oh, he got me. All right, some pricey. We got to take some of these big ones down. Let's see what's in this pile here. That's a good one. Okay. Good. Houndour, Clefairy, War Turtle. That looks fantastic. Let's take a picture of that. We'll get this placed into the expensive Slabs channel real fast, even though that channel's kind of expired. All right, that War Turtle's good. The 2 came out this last July. The Switch 2? Yeah, where are the games? Come on, Nintendo. Let's get some games for it. That's what I was complaining about. I was saying all these game consoles and there's no games. What are we supposed to be playing right now? Video games are like this multi-billion-dollar industry, and they got no games lined up. Like, come on, man. All right. Ooh. Hopefully Gears of War E-Day is going to be good. I don't know if I'll even buy it. I'm going to wait for the reviews to come out. Umbreon. What do we sell this guy for? Like $18 or something? Oh, yeah. I know this is what you guys were coming here for, the $18 Umbreons. But there they are. Got to get him up there and get him priced. Here's... Ooh, now this is cool. I like this a lot. Rocket Zapdos. There is games now, just nothing worth spending 5 honeys on. Only 5 honeys? Please, gaming corporations, take all my money. This is going to say 25th. Zapdos. Uh-oh, I typed in Zapsos. I typed in Zapsostos. Because this app is terrible. There you go, 25th is Zapdos. We want the cheapest one. Okay, let's see. No more roadie run. Wall bouncing is apparently out. I heard about that. That's a classic thing for Gears of War. So I think it could be a dreadful mistake to remove that. But then again, it could, you know, removing the wall bounce could change the way the game is played pretty dramatically to be more strategic. So I'm open-minded. But the wall bouncing is classic. How can you not have wall bouncing? There's probably so many veteran players who mastered wall bouncing. And then they heard the news and they said, groan. Why are you taking away our wall bouncing, bro? Can't be taking that away. No more roadie run. Wall bouncing is apparently out. No more roadie run. I didn't catch that. The roadie run's gone. How much card is so nice? So this one shall head up into the Pokey Live Shuffles. Again, we're trying to get some nice cards up into those live shuffles. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Zapdos is going up there. Let's get some good ones up there. All right. Welcome, guys. It's Tuesday night, and the time's right to hang out and talk to your barman about your troubles. What's going on in your lives? How's your lifestyle, guys? Have you worked on your lifestyle? What kind of lifestyle do you want? My lifestyle is pretty straightforward. I come in here, you buy cards, I make fun of you. That's a good lifestyle. What about you guys? What are you guys up to in life? Check website after this, please. Yes, sir. All right, we're going to check the website. We got new orders on the website. All right. Filling up those live customs with hot pulls, everybody. Hitting refresh. As a huge Gears fan, I agree. It's just going to be a fresh take on the franchise. It's another prequel. So I think it has a very fair chance of not doing well. In fact, one of the first things that stands out to me is, where's the artistic teaser trailer? Because the very first 3 successful Gears had that. Tasteful music, really cool scenes. It got you really invested. They didn't do that with this one, and I feel like that's a mistake right off the bat. All right, so here's, like, they don't understand how important that little musical opening scene is. Mark Kaplan, he says he'd like an English 151. I notice I'm selling a lot of those. And a Terra Festival. All right, 151 and Terra Festival. Okay, it's a big order, actually, because just one pack of the 151 is pricey. Now, we want... Oh, I need a fresh box of the Terra Festivals. That's good. All right. Good. Tonight. All right. One whole box of Terra Festival in a minute. Oh, I mean one pack. I'm sorry. I've been watching clips of, like, the Star Wars sequels, you know, the ones made by Disney, and my God, do they not hold up. They just get worse and worse over time. Like, I watched the scene where, Luke Skywalker, he's an old man, and usually they make fun of him drinking milk, right? That's the scene everyone references. But how about the scene where him and Yoda burn, like, the Jedi tree, and it's got all the books in it, and they're just like, who cares? Bro! All right, let's see. Good, evil, it's the same. What's evil anyways? The Jedi don't really stand for anything that important. We'll just start over. Damn, dude. All right, and here's the bear. They're like, it's a dead religion. Damn, dude. Non-believers. They're like the bad guys almost. All right, here we are. Who defeated the Jedis finally? The Jedis did. Now, Mr. Mark, did anyone open more Terra Festival this stream? Thought I was the only one opening it? No, you were not the only one opening it. Mr. Hathim opened it. You're wondering where the snipe is. You're counting packs and said, hey, where's my snipe at? Mr. Hathim swept in and sniped the Palafin. A stinky Palafin came out. Here we are. You gotta look out for those snipes. No! That guy's always watching. I'm always... Here's Venom, King in Black. It's got an 8. Dang, it's cool, man. But it got an 8. I don't know. I don't know. I get what I deserve. That's what I get for hoping. You want a spot in here for free, Mr. Mark? I'll put you in here for free, since he stole it from you. I think I just spelled your name wrong. Mark with a C. All right, Mark Kaplan. There you go. Who else wants a spot in here? All right, so Venom, King in Black. Now, I don't know what this is going to be worth. Let's try it out. Oh, here it is. All right, so $35 for an 8. He's a cool card. He's just didn't grade well. So he's pretty cheap. I mean, the cost of grading, basically the cost of the card. Oh, see, I'm getting heartburn right now. Terrible, man. Here, let me have a sip of this. Do you use collector? Nah. If collector ever reached out and asked me to do like a collab with them, I'd use it. Otherwise, I'm not going to use it. This is Star Fox music? Macbeth? All right, let's try another one. Ooh, see, this song's way better. What's next? Another one of these Umbreons. Want to know if I can send for rest of the new Terror box, but don't want to cut anyone in line. You're good. I'm pretty sure no one else is in line for it. Let's see. Mr. Mark's here. Give me a second. They only work with PokeRev and CTR. What? Let me click on this. Alright, so Mark does a slab away. So you should be good, Mr. Mark. Other Mark. There's 2 Marks. Alright, so popping this bad boy in here. It's a good looking Umbreon. The cost of the slab is actually cheaper than the cost of grading. Could make a good birthday present or Christmas gift if you have a young family member where you want to give them an Umbreon, but you don't want to spend a lot of money on that Umbreon. Also, it could make a pretty good Halloween handout, too. Pretty interesting, right, to think about. Hey, it's CS Man. What's up, CS Man? Mark J. Valerian, I believe, is taking this right here, right? He says, may I do the Slabaway on the Dragonite? Yes, sir. All right, it's yours now. That's a good one. Okay. You had a chance to grab a Dragonite, guys. Now that chance is over. We're going to say June 26. Oops. Mark Valerian. Dragonite. And his price tag is $365, which means $345 remains. Placing this in here. Good. All right, we're doing good on that. And Tammy sniped that nice... What was it? What was the name of that card? Tifa? Yeah, Tammy snatched the Tifa. So we started 2 new Slabaways as a result of the PSA return. All right. What do we got now? We're all caught up on the queue. How about the website queue? I think we're all caught up. So, what do we do now? We got to keep pricing up these slabs. Look at this poor guy. He got a 9. Damn. I really don't want this card to be a 9. I want him to be a 10. These Quest Sticker Cardos cards are unbelievably expensive. How many Cardos goosenecks are you hoarding? I think 3 of them, right? Pretty sure. Actually, how many do I have? Let me check my vault. I don't want to stand up just to look to see how many of those. I think I got 3. Could be wrong. Could be like 4, but I'm pretty sure it's 3. How are those doing well? They are. They're a niche card, so not as many people actually know about them. I've staked a lot of my wealth on accumulating niche cards. And you know what? They've done well. Sometimes they do really, really well. All right, so I can't find a PSA 9 Slowpoke Quest sticker. So instead, we're going to do Quest Pokemon. And we're just going to do any Pokemon. We're going to compare it to all of them, okay? So let's see. We go with the lowest price. We're going to choose Buy Now. All right. So the cheapest PSA 9 is this Vaporeon for $300 with 10 watchers. Wow. Cardos Pokemon are super expensive. I should have just left this in the vault, apparently. That's nuts. Wait, let me just see that again. Give me a second. All right, so yes, Vaporeon right here. That's the cheapest one. And then you get Charmander for 1,000, Vaporeon for 1,200, Magikarp for 1,500. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Slowpoke P9, $200. Surprised by that? Go look up the cost of these cards ungraded. It'll make your eyes water. You'll be like, what? That's so expensive. Yeah, the Quest stickers are rare. Still got that last pack of Goosebumps. I'll send for it. Yes, sir, I sure do. Anyone here that knows any Opie? If that Slowpoke got a 10, I would snag it immediately. Low-key hurts, it got a 9. If that Slowpoke was a 10, I would probably list it for like $3,000 to $4,000. And I know that sounds utterly ridiculous, but let's take a look at some of these Quest cards in a 10. You ready? Let's find out. All right. Oh, maybe that's it could be too high. So maybe it'd be like 1,000. So look, so first of all, you got these guys here. But then look, it gets really, really quickly, it gets into 1,000. So 1,000, 1,000, 1,003, 1,003. Is there an actual Slowpoke for sale? Look at that. New low price on the Ditto, $4,000. Can't even find one. Some big prices on these Quest stickers, by the way. Pretty interesting, huh? 7,000 on that one. Isn't that funny? But let's see. So the cheapest one is down here, huh? That's in the UK. 8 people watching that. I don't know, dude. I don't know. So what other Cardos cards do you have? I got some. Just sent it plus 1 more to try at those 151s. Yes, they can't all be empty. They probably can. They probably can. It looks like that's the last pack, and then I have to open a new box. Here's Ryan Shapiro, Ascended Heroes pack. Mr. Ryan, he wants the Ascended pack. All right, Ryan. There it is. He's going to pick up Canary. She's the canary in the coal mine. There we go. Okay, and now Mr. Ryan. Whoa. Ryan Shapiro. Okay. All right. Slide. What is this music I'm listening to? I thought there was only good Star Fox songs. This song's kind of like boring and dry. Sector X. How about Katina? What is all this crap? Let's try this again. All right. Smash Brawl. Let's try this again. It's not working. Let's get rid of this. 34 videos. Star Fox OST. Star Fox Music Smash Remix. I mean, it sounds okay. Here's... Just trying to get some good music, man. Why is this so difficult? All Star Fox songs. We'll just let it play. All right. Well, next up, we got Javier. I sent a note that says, "Hey, Perez." What? How's it going, A. Perez? How's life going? Javier says, 2 Ascended Heroes, 1 live. All right, 1 live. The live got stuffed with some new fancy cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop. 1 Need Arena. Oof. Sorry, man. Try to get these to all look uniform. All right, good. 1 Need Arena. 2 Ascended Heroes. Maybe some Mega Luck in here. All right. Did you like Andor? I never watched it. I was already too hurt. I'm afraid I was too hurt to watch it. Star Wars, Disney did me wrong. And I was like, you know what? I'm all done with Disney. There we go. All right. Tossing these. Ready. Snipping this. Boop. Look at those beautiful Ascended Heroes, guys. What's the chase in the lives? There's a large variety of nice cards in there, but I suppose the most expensive card is a Topps 10 Spiro. Holographic. There you go. All right, Stunfisk it is. That's for Mr. Javier. And your stuff's up here. You got the Stunfisk? Come on, Pokemon. Stop putting Stunfisk in things. God, they're crazy, man. I'm starting to hate Planet Fitness. Now they offer teens free memberships for the summer. Ew, get those teens out of here. All right. We have an order from Miss Beatrice. Can I please get the PSA Venom King of Black Slab? Yes, you can. So cheap. What a cheap slab. All right. It's always Stunkfish. Yeah. We have an order from Jack Gray. Goosebump pack. Keep the wrapper and 2 other shuffles. Are you saying you want me to open it and you just want to save the wrapper? I mean, we could actually keep the whole thing sealed for you if you wished. Where'd it go? There it is. Goosebumps is gone, everybody. Goosebumps. We sold out of it. It was a cool set. Save the wrapper. All right. 2 other shuffles. The other shuffles, they're like Poke Shuffles, but no Pokemon. Just other things. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. All right. Aha, 2 cold ones. There we go. Meow, 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 meow. Whoa, 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 whoa. We don't want to snip it if we're saving the wrapper. I'm actually going to go eat a monster burrito. That'll give you the bean farts. You don't want to get the bean farts at work. All right, we're trying to save the wrapper, but it's not going too swell. You don't want the bean farts at work, bro. You'll be like, all right, we need 3 of these served up. And you'll be like, all right. Oh, man, sorry, guys. Who cut the cheese? All right, we got the camera. We got the mummy. We got the dead family. That's creepy. and the masks and the boys. So this pack did not have any specialty cards in it. Look at that. Isn't that fun? The famous Goosebump book covers on the back of the cards here. All right. All right. A Perez would just be floating around, tooting up the whole place. Oh, dang, dude. What'd you eat? Oh, I had the monster burrito. Don't mind me. I'm monster burritoing. Yes. All right. Coworkers always know when I fart. It stinks and I laugh. That's Jack Gray. Mr. Jack, let's find your bag. Hell no, dude. You better bring a Bible with you to pray to God if you be cutting the cheese around me while I'm working back there. There you are. There we go. All right. I'll start banning the monster burrito. VENMO. Lucario. Machamp. Oh my gosh. That was one of the worst things about working at Target, actually. I remember this. You would go and walk down an aisle and one of your coworkers farted up the aisle and you're like, oh man. You accidentally walk right through the invisible cloud of their stinky ass. Whoa, 350 from Arturo. Arturo, you didn't tell me you were rich. All right, let's see. So you've got the Porygon Neo 4 and it's completed. Good job. All right. Wow, it almost looks like you got a very good price on that. Let's go see. Mr. Arturo. That one says late. Let's see. Where is it? Aha. PSA doesn't do crimp labels. They didn't on this one, did they? That's a legit crimp card. Pretty cool. Now, there it is. Porygon. No more snack money for me. No! All right. Very good. I mean, snacks are free if you eat them in store without paying. Here's Ryan Shapiro, Paldean Evolved, and Destined Rivals. Two of the best sets. Destined Rivals, Paldean Evolved. Oh, that's perfect order. Ugh. Woo! Two pricey little packs, huh? You're going to open right now. Look at those cheap poker cards. Don't you guys like that? That's pretty good, right? Nothing makes me feel better than a cheap poker card. All right, what we got? Here's Pupitar, Metagross. I was helping my girlfriend, and people just steal DoorDashes. They just say, I have DoorDash and leave. I missed it. Oh, look at that nice hollow Gyarados. You going to give me that Gyarados? I'm a Gyarados fan. Yeah, give me that Gyarados. Any other vintage is for sale. Oh, they were all over the place, but they got taken by Arturo. Darn it. Ah, man. Arturo's always getting those good deals, you know. They are. All right. Here's my Gyarados. Popping in here. I watched a few shorts from that Squatter Hunter series. Very entertaining. Oh, yeah. It's on some weird streaming site for me. And, no, that show's great. Get out of my house. Get out of my house. If you're a renter here, produce your lease agreement. I'll call the cops on you. All right. This is stupid. I'm going to my room. Oh, man. Too bad this Pikachu didn't grade 10, huh? He looks pretty clean. My God, that's a real clean copy of a Pikachu. How did it fail? Oh my God, bro. How did it fail? If only I could see how it failed. I can't find it. Looks real clean, actually. No Gyarados today, mister. No! I'm going to say probably 10 to CGC. All right, that's a pretty clean looking Pikachu, so I don't know why they gave it a 9. Luckily, they have no grader report, so we have no way to know. You just have to stare at it for a while and hope that you see the issue. Dougjo, Superior, and SpongeBob SquarePants. Who's next? We have an order. Whoa, we got a Mark Kaplan order coming in. Captain Mark, he says, the rest of the Terra Festival box and one English 151. All right, you got it. So that's going to trigger a fresh box of the 151. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 of these. And then one packet of the 151s. We were selling through these today. My price out of date? Is that why? Let's see. Makes you wonder. All right. PSA said so, and that's the bottom line. What? PSA so mean. Pull the trigger on an ETB I had to, then they put a gun to my head? What? Who put a gun to your head? I'd report that to the police. I'd be like, police! It's Mr. Sven. Mr. Sven, he's the guy. All right. Oop. Ready. Break the targets. Here's a little turtle. I don't know. Is he even worth sleeving? Here's a little Entei. Okay. Oh, I'm so glad Scarlet Violet's over. All right, what we got? What we got? What we got? Oh, baby. Mark, it was so worth it. You know, when you got sniped in the other box, it was just Palafin. Now, look at you. Flying high. Doing well tonight. All right. Picking up some heat. I think this is the best pull of the night so far. It can be beaten because this is the Korean version of the card, so this can be beaten by a better pull. It is, but that's the best pull so far. I didn't believe it until I checked eBay. You didn't believe it. I don't believe it. There was no excitement in your voice. Oh, I'm excited. You just can't see it. It is. All right. Very good. Ooh. Very nice. Maybe I didn't put in enough effort there. Oh, look at that Umbreon. Oh, baby. How's that? Is that pretty good? Here's Umbreon again. Mr. hasn't coughed yet? I know. Is it even me? Wait. This is a clone. It's fake Cardconomist. He's not even coughing. Here's some hollows. Wow. So the 151s really were pretty cold. Not much we can do there. Oh, well. Whoa, look at that bulgy wolgy. All right, we'll stock these up over here. And we'll stock these up over here. Why is Surfing Pikachu V going up? Because people want them. Ta-da! I answered your question perfectly. All right. Set that there. Let's leave these up real fast for you. How was that, Mark? Not bad, dude. Picking up a nice Umbreon. Your ancestors are proud of you. They're looking down going, good job, son. Now where's your bag? because Pokies, I think the 10 pop is mad low. Yeah, the 10 pop is mad. He needs anger management. He's going, why I wanna, Pop, listen here. All right, that's Wiggly Stuff, Rhydon, SpongeBob, here's Rayquaza, and here's the Mega Tyranitar. We need to get a round of 9s off the table. Thank you, Mark, for keeping us busy tonight. How you guys feel about doing a giveaway tonight? You guys want a giveaway? What can we get for the likes if we do a giveaway, huh? Can we get 40? Let me see what the likes are. I'm going to hit refresh. We were ripping them like a madman. Like a madman. Oh, I remember what we were going to do. We were going to look up the 151s, weren't we? We got 20 likes. Smash that like button. Now, let me go look at 151s, see what's going on there. Turn this down a little bit, maybe. Oh, they're so cheap and affordable. Man, that's pricey. All right. Divided by 14, I think, right? So it says that the price should move to 35. I'm going to do it. I'm just going to keep up with this product because I don't think I'm going to restock it. All right, so that's probably a little bit of a high price. 151 goes to 35. The next order opens up a fresh box. I want to order some 15Q. Yeah, what's a 15Q? Is that like a hot drink? And a girl spits it in your mouth or something? There you go. Because that sounds fantastic. All right, here we are. We're going to quick edit this real fast. Just ordered 2 151s. Oh, I see. I see. All right. We're jumping over here. Okay. We're hitting refresh. And we're hitting refresh. Do I owe you more now? You're supposed to. I might let you through just because you're Sven, no other reason. Let's see. Yeah, if I start repricing something, the old price is no longer allowed. Let's see. 2 151, 10 Poke Shuffles. You did a big order. Why don't we just let you squeeze through on that? Let's start with the 10 Poke Shuffles. Are you ready? 10 Poke Shuffles. Let's see how much mad luck you get. He's about to pull everything. Too damn hot these days. Yeah, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's too dang hot these days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So you pull a Gengar. One Gengar. You're going to have the option to re-roll this if you don't like it. Now remember, when you re-roll it, you don't get the full value on the re-roll. Let's see. Gonna be Gengar 9, huh? Might be tempting to just keep it. Here it is, Gengar 9 from the Gengar VMAX High Class deck. Pay close attention. This one's been re-rolled before. So as you can see, it's at $30. So if you re-roll this, your re-roll will be for $25, which is 5 spots. You think about it. I'm going to go get his 151s, guys. I got to open a whole new box. looking like we're about ready to do a restock on these two. All right, what do you say? Mr. Sven, are we keeping the Gengar? My 151 bag. Give me 5 more shuffle. All right, re-rolling the Gengar. Yeah, it's interesting. Everyone's buying 151 packs, but people are not buying into the 151 break. Let me just show that off again. Okay. I know it sounds crazy, but everybody, your odds of a Charizard are higher in this break than it is in these packs. How crazy is that? Now, let's grab this. We'll go back in for 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Your reroll shall be for 5. Good luck. We got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, that was a good reroll. Oh, don't show this to all the guys who had bad rerolls. They're going to get upset. Look at that. He went from a 9 into 2 10s. Oh, man, that's a jackpot. What did he pull? Damn, says Cornrows. I know, when somebody makes a reroll like that, you're not expecting anything good. All right, there's Suicune, because it's like a pretty small reroll, right? But look at that. That turned into a big hit for him, actually. Yeah, don't show that to Blake. Blake had a pretty rough round going there. Is this it? 052. Oh, look at that. $70 Mew and $25 Suicune. All right, what do you want to do with this $70 Mew and $25 Suicune? Notice, since this is above $50, if you re-roll it, you will actually lose $10. See, that's how it works until it reaches 50. So the re-roll on this will be for $60. The re-roll for this will be for just $20. Pretty low. All right, you make a decision. Yeah, keep it. You want to keep these? Okay. All right. Sven Jansen locking in the wins. Sometimes that's what you got to do. Now, Alexis is not going to be able to read this. Marker's going wrong. Bad. Okay. Yeah, okay. Good enough. All right. Re-roll it, says Mr. Tam. Yeah, Mr. Blake tried that too many times, I think. All right. 2 packs of the 151. What do we have here? 2 of these. Here's Vulpix, Slowbro, Vileplume, and Pikachu. Oh, man, these packs have been tough so far. The 151 packs have been tough. Those are straight out of a fresh box, by the way, so it's good stuff. Good. Now, that was for our friend Mr. Sven. Sven, you're going over here. Got an old bag. Good. What's next? What's next? Ryan Shapiro. He says mega sub. The mega sub. You got it. He says, give me a shot at that Shining Tyranitar. There it is. 1, 2, 3 spots left on that mega sub list. A shot at the Shining Tyranitar, everybody. What's next? Busy night, huh? I've been going fast to keep up with you guys, but I think we are caught up now. Oh, hold on. We got a Mark Kaplan order. He says 10 of the Poke Shuffles and 3 of the other shuffles. All right. Good luck. One, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's 11 cards. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You got 2 items, so you're good. You got the Can't Reroll and Old Maid to Dene. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. There it goes. Okay, so that goes back in for 8. Now the old Maid to Dene is also your other pull. This could be you guys pulling this Old Maid to Dene. Are you not jealous? I mean, it's Old Maid to Dene. So it looks like he's down to $25. He's been re-rolled a couple times. He's been around the block. He's been around the re-roll block. Yeah, look at this guy. So he's down to $25. You can re-roll him for 4 spots, though, if you wish. Hey, what's up, Silly Butt? Oh, it's Silly Butt. The real guy. Let's get that star card. Mark Kaplan. Naruto box. Oh, have no fear. You're dealing with the famous Never Forgetty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 spots left on the Naruto box, everybody. 2 spots left on the Naruto box break. You get the whole box of the Naruto if you get pulled. All right, what are we thinking here, Mr. Mark? The TCC Sunrise stream. The best breaks before dawn. We ride before the dawn. Other shuffle. Do you think 151 will go even higher? Sure, why not? 1, 2, 3. Why not? I mean, we got like $50 Evolving Skies packs. Why can't we have $50 151 packs? That's cold. All right, the other shuffle. A couple cold ones. Good. Sorry about that, man. Going once, going twice. Mark Kaplan picking up the Old Maid to Dene. Mark, you shouldn't have. Okay. 151 is out of print, so of course it will go up. It's going to the moon. It's going to go so high. You won't be able to handle it. The queue is open. The queue is open. Now, look at this beautiful Rhydon. Doesn't he look nice? How many empty packs we got over here? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 300, 325. We have enough for 325. If only we had one more. I think I'd do it for 350. All right. I was thinking of putting Rhydon up in there. How about this guy? Oh, yeah. Sparkly, sparkly baby. Hey, did you guys see this? Gastly's up to 4 out of 13 now. That's right. People want him. He's a little pricey. He's worth it. Population 136. Think about that. Think about it. This guy's like pop 15,000 or some number, right? This is pop 146, right? Yeah, 146. Almost none of these. Rare. His price will keep going up. I almost guarantee. I'm not allowed to legally guarantee it, but I can almost guarantee it. That's a card I have full faith in. That's why I have so many of them already. All right, let's see. Pikachu. If I was a Pikachu, I'd want to be caught. 25th anniversary. Wait a second. We're just going to save this for a break. Duh. That card's way too good. We're not just handing that card off like some cheap common. Here's another card waiting to be broken. Gengar. Ooh. Spooky. Gengar. If you're watching this and you've never placed a first-time order, why haven't you placed a first-time order? Give it a try. We have the store linked in the chat. Go look it up. Go look it over. We've been running 7 years. It's been a long time. Here's Mr. Javier. He says 3 Ascended Heroes. All right, going deep. Let's see what happens. Snipping through all those. Oops. It's your boy Russ. Hello, Russ. All right. Ascended Heroes. Ascended Heroes. You know what could go off tonight? The Cosmic Eclipse pack break could. And maybe the pack will be hot. You never know when it's going to be hot. Look at this. There he is. You guys want to see the cheap pack split? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We only need 3 people in. That goes off. 3 people in and that goes off. All right. Javier. Ooh. I kind of miss having a vintage pack on the table. Don't you guys miss it? Too bad they all cost so much. Oh, what do we have back here? Mega Gardevoir. Oh, yeah. I miss the emojis. Now, that's just a bug on YouTube, right? They're going to bring that back, aren't they? Here's a Pikachu. All right, and Slugmaballs, Kilowattrel. Well, that's a cold round. Yay! I'm sorry, Javier. You will be blessed with the big hit someday. I can feel it in my loins. All right. Yeah, I missed the emojis, dude. 3 spots left in the Cosmic. For those of you who are interested in the Cosmic. Huh? What do you think, Mr. Russ? Do you think we choose our destiny, or do you think it's predetermined? This, ooh, look at this. Like, do you think all of this was predetermined? You were never going to change anything? How do you think reality works? Or do you think you have willpower? You can change the outcome of events. Ready? I'm thinking I'm all powerful and I can just change the outcome of events, of course. Playing Poker Tyranitar. Playing Poker Tyranitar. So the cheapest one of these is in Japan for $180. So it's $180 plus, I guess, probably the import fee. Oops, hold on. I gotta do math. Math is very hard. I don't know if you guys realize this. So $207. We'll go with $200. Oh, yeah. Poker Tyranitar is up. One of my favorite Pokemons because he's a tough guy. Nothing is set in stone. Yeah, but what if it is set in stone? We chose destiny and life is what we make it, depending on what choices you make up till this point. Yeah, but, like, for example, you didn't choose to be you, and then maybe you were just born with some genetic code that was roughly approximating the way that you behave, right? Like, how do you know that your choices are even your own choices if you weren't there to choose who you were going to be? Like, you chose a color, didn't you? Maybe you like the color red better. Okay, but do you really like the color red better? Or were you just born liking the color red better? And if you were just born that way, well, you didn't choose that. It was just luck. It was like something that's beyond you. I don't know. I'm getting pretty existential here. I don't think that we can make any choices. I'm starting to think we have a predetermined path. I like blue. Blue. There we are. Right, very good. All right. Here's Javier. 3 cosmic spots. We got room for 2 cosmic spots, okay? 2 cosmics, and then you got leftover cosmics. All right. Dooby-dooby-dooby-doo. Okay. I wonder if AI determined when you're going to do tomorrow. It can. It's got the ability to predict the future. All right. Let me ask AI what it has to say about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's happening. Cosmic Equips is going off. Ready? Ooh, good. I'll send $4 for an Ascended Heroes. All right, so you'd like to convert the last spot into Ascended Heroes. Here are the names of the break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And now we begin. All right, we start with the name shuffle. All right. Give me a number. I'll send it for 4. Well, even if something is predetermined, what I was taught growing up, you can always make better choices. Yeah, but Russ, what if the only reason you didn't question what you were told is because you were born with the predisposition to not question what you were told? So you just didn't have the genetic, I don't know, maybe like build to reject ideas. You had more agreeability rather than disagreeability. So maybe you aren't really you. You're just whatever it is you were born as. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Let's open this up. Aha. The question is, what's reality, Russ? Not what do I believe? Okay. What is reality? All right. Can I buy a vowel? Here's Shahir. Mr. Shahir. Mr. Shahir. He's not here tonight. Here's Larvesta. He's going to have 2 cards in here, so I'm gonna set him right here for the moment. Here's Shahir. Wow, that was cool. All that shuffling and his name showed up next to it. That's so funny. All right, but I suppose there's a pretty good chance of that occurring, isn't there? Anorith and Larvesta. Those will be your pulls. I haven't seen Cosmic Eclipse ripped in so long. We've seen it. That's because we've ripped it a couple times, haven't we, guys? Did Mr. say I'm not real? Maybe you're not you and I'm not me. How would we even know? Oh. Maybe 6 isn't 6. She just thinks that she's 6. But that's like an optical illusion that her brain does in an effort to survive. Ah, yes. Where does the origin of the identity come from in the brain? Here's Javier Arroyo. You believe that you're you, but a part of your brain must be doing that then, right? What are you actually? Are you actually you? Ooh, Gloom. All right. Mr. Gloom. He's having a Zoom. Maybe 6 is 7. 6 is really AI. All right. No, I'm 6. Yep. Here's Ivan Rodriguez. Now, this should be card number 4, right? So this should be an energy card if I'm not mistaken. Is it an energy card? Boop. So Ivan Rodriguez gets to keep the energy card, but he also gets the next card. So that's the rare. You ready, Mr. Ivan? Boop. Lantern. Whoa, we're pulling Lantern today, guys. I can't believe it. Ivan Rodriguez picking up the Lantern. Okay. I'm 37. Set this here. Okay, so the next card is a reverse holo. And it's going to Miss Beatrice. Ah, yeah. All right. Now, it could be more than a holographic. It could be a lot more than a holo. So who's next? Here's Gabriel Gallegos. Gabriel. I had a cousin named Gabriel. Wonder what that guy's up to. Dupiter. And then the Dupiter sat down beside her. $37 is a good number. That's right. 37. 37. I guess I can squeeze this in here. Okay. 37's that time period where you turn into a silver walrus, and the girls go, "Ooh, what happened to all your hair?" Here's Helioptile. Your teeth start going bad, you get a big fat belly, and you're like, "Oh my God, I'm getting kind of fat." Hot honey, hot honey. That's right. Every restaurant I went to, the hot honey trend was in full effect. And so everywhere I went, there was hot honey. You want to try our hot honey pizza? Here's Carvana for Ivan Rodriguez. Carvana sounds like a car commercial or a car app. We got hot honey sausage. First we pour some hot sauce on it, then we pour some honey on it. It's amazing. It's hot honey. Here's Javier. He's got tepid. I'm still in my Charmander stage. I think it's good. I think it's gonna have to be time for you to evolve. That's a fun question. How many of you guys feel like you are still trying to catch up to where you should be in life? Here's Winston Lee versus how many of you guys feel like you've arrived. Ooh, I've arrived. Here's Winston Lee. Last card in the packs. That's a conversation, you know. You're here. How many of you guys feel like you're catching up to where your parents or your grandparents were at the same age? Did they have it better than us? Or did we have it better than them? Time for the reveal. All right, Miss Beatrice with the reverse hollow. Choo-choo! Whoa! Look at that! Oh, yeah, Magnemite. Today's the day for Miss Beatrice. All right, that was a good pack. We love it when hot cards come out. We love it when hot honey cards come out. So what did we pull today? We pulled a nice Magnemite. We pulled a nice Umbreon. What else are we going to pull, huh? Anything else? Maybe some hot honey. Okay, there we go. Beatrice. I'll never arrive. How do you feel about that, Mr. CC? What do you mean? Like, what's arriving to you? Is it like, what would you say is the thing you'd like to work on in your life? Here it is. Here's Ancient Origins going up. Oh, yeah. Ancient Origins. Pull out a big card out of here, guys. They're going for a lot of money. All right. Things I'm working on. I'm trying not to be so fat. That's a big one for me. My dad had heart surgery. He was always kind of fat. So I'm trying not to be as fat as him. There you go. Honey packs. That's right, honey packs. They're called hot honey packs. And we put honey all over them. Okay, now we have Javier Arroyo, Slab Away the Tyranitar poker card. Now, does this include the money for the booster pack you wanted? I'm just complacent. You're complacent. You don't got that motivation, that dog in you. Javier Arroyo. I'm gonna take your smartphone away. See how far you make it then. You'll be like, I hate this life. I gotta improve. Naruto. Yeah, the Naruto's very close. I'm gonna steal that smartphone away. No internet, no smartphone. Alright, this shall say June 26. Javier Arroyo. Poker Tyranitar. 200 and what's they say? Honey pack. So I'm gonna apply $25 to the card. Unless you meant to use that money for the Ascended Heroes pack. Remember you were gonna send like 4 extra? Let's say 175. No one in here is judging if you've made it far enough in life. This is literally a Pokemon card channel. Here we are. Snorlax. Here's Slowpoke. I sent for another Naruto spot with the 16. Oh, good. Okay, I like that. All right, one spot left, I think, on the Naruto then, guys. There it is. Okay. So one more spot. Aw. Javier Arroyo. Into the star box break. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're up to 9 out of 10. One spot remains for the Topps Naruto box. We need one more person. Just work hard and take life as it comes. There's only so much you can plan for, like when COVID happened. I say it's all futile. So you might as well stay home and look at hot people on the internet. Yep. All right. So now we've got, you notice that? You notice that? You flip open the apps and they just give you like hot people. And you're like, I didn't ask for this. My God. Let's see. We're going to hit refresh. Like, where are the uglies? How am I supposed to feel good about myself if everyone on the internet is looking better than me? All right, the queue is open. We need one more person for the Naruto box break. This one right here. Move this out of the way. No more PSA grading at all. They'll be back. It's just a pause. One more spot on the Naruto box break. Woo! Oh, man. I'm getting all excited over here. I'm getting all excited and I just can't hide it. Let's grab one of these. All right. Oh, yeah. Snivy. This is 2012 Pokemon Black Deck. Snivy. Pretty old. Snive E. There's no E. Just a Y. He is $300, but I feel like that's a bit high. Let's see. Last sold for $100. Last sold for $100. Current price $300. I'm gonna do $200 on him. Snivy. His name is Snivy. He likes poison ivy. Here's Ninetales. Get Miss Bridget back in here. She said she liked a low in Ninetales. I ignore all the noise around me and just be me and enjoy my Pokies. Yeah, but what if somebody's crying for help? Help, help! And you're just like on your headphones and you don't hear them. And then they get kidnapped by grooming gangs or something. Let's grab Ninetales. I don't know where that story went. It got kind of dark. Ninetales. Which one we got? So there is one for sale for $400. Let me check sold. This card last sold for about $100. The 1996 version of it really did sell for $400. Look. June 10th, $400. See that? It doesn't even look good. It's got the ugly camo on it. The blue and yellow version won't have that ugly camo, but this sold just 7 days ago, $400. Now these guys, that's like 90 with $5, right? So, I mean, that gets pretty close to 100 when you consider taxes, correct? So, but the cheapest Ninetales of this kind is for sale for $400, but I just think that that's too high. We're gonna do $200. So ours is cheaper than eBay. It's more expensive than last sold, but it's cheaper than the current buy it now. Oh man, that's hard to read. I gotta fix that. Kidnapped. Ooh, what about that one lady who got kidnapped? Think they're ever gonna find her? People still get kidnapped, guys. Right. How's that a thing? Wow, look at these cheap Pokemon cards. My favorite thing about them is how cheap they are. Hit refresh. Let's see. Hit refresh. It's 4:37. We've been live for 2 hours. Only 2 hours. We could go at least 7 more hours. What's this? Dawn card. By the way, I thought you did pretty good snatching that Tyranitar. He's a cool one. Whoa, they put this in a heavy... Oh, man. See that waviness? They put this in a heavy holder. I thought they said something about investigating a grave in Mexico. Ooh. Like with a dead person in it? Ooh. All right, how am I supposed to find this card online? I don't even know. Let me take a screenshot. Let's do the eBay search with the screenshot. All right, you listen to me, guys. This is 2024 PRB1. Here it is. One piece Dawn card, Rob Lucci Gold, PRB1, $200. Is there a cheaper one by chance? Okay. Cool. I had to snatch the Tyranitar. Yeah, he's neat, man. Whoa, I can't get over how heavy it is. Those heavy slabs are cool, man. Putting that there. Guess this is 2 honeys. Now you know why I grade up all those old maid cards, you know, because when you grade other stuff and it's all costing 200, who's going to be able to ever buy it? Like, at least the old maid, for all the criticisms of it not being like the true Pokemon TCG or whatever, I mean, at least it was affordable, right? Like, we were selling those for 30 bucks, 30 to 40, a lot of them. That's nice. My favorite Pokemon equals J. My favorite Pokemon plus J equals no-brainer. We got one spot in the Naruto box break. Who's on the fence? Who needs to be picked upside down and shaken a little bit until the money comes out of their pocket? Whoa, another Ninetales. Where's Bridget? This is another heavy slab, but it doesn't have the waviness on the back. Wow, really cool. Probably going to be like $100. I talk to you guys all the time about how valuable these common cards are from these Topps packs, but it's not until we actually have some come back that I can prove it. Prove it! Oh, yeah? It's Miss Mary. Mary, quite contrary. How does your booty grow? Topps, Ninetales. What's going on in your life, Mary? Oh, it's going really swell. Thanks for asking. All right, so here's none of these. Let's check sold. I can't find any at all. So I guess what we'll do, let's try and find something comparable. How about Vulpix? Vulpix should be comparable. Bro, this app is breaking. Hey, you leave my damn booty out of this. How them cheeks? All right, look at this. So here we have a black label Pop 26 Vulpix 181, and there it is, black label Ninetales. So I mean, we could price ours around 181, but I will point this out as well. So they want $28 for shipping, huh? So, but I think 180 is enough. I'm just gonna price this guy at 180. Kind of a good deal because no British shipping and no taxes either. So our card is definitely cheaper than that one. There's no import fee. There's no taxes. Ah, heck, let's make these two the same. Why shouldn't they be the same? Why should this one be cheaper? This one's actually older than this one. So I'm going to set them both to 200. Mary. Yeah, there was a Vulpix. I was trying to find something comparable because there wasn't a Ninetales non-holo for sale. Look at all that Ninetales up on the table for a second there. All right. Don't talk about my cheaps. I'm going to clap you, mister. I don't think so. Let's see. I'll talk about whatever the hell I want. What? I thought this was America. All right. Look at these beautiful cards. You see these cards here? See this stack of cards? This is how I'm going to buy my beach house in California. I'm just going to sell all these at once. Let's see. How much do you need to buy some kind of beach house in Florida? Probably like $4 million or something. Will this give me to 100,000? Hopefully. Maybe this one. If these three were 100,000 each, that'd be nice. This one ain't 100. This one is, though. This one's like a little over 100, isn't it? So what's that, like maybe a little over 400? I don't know. Because you have to do taxes too, right? That's 5. Maybe that's about $500,000. That's about $500,000. What's this one? You know, I had an offer on this card for 200,000. I didn't accept it. And then this one sold for like 75. I don't know how to add these up. Oh, look, our Jason Page Charizard. Be the very best, Jason Page. So I have the long form of his signature. That makes it, he is, after all, the voice of a generation. That makes that really expensive. Bubble Mew. Oh, Southern Island Mew and Gengar. I don't know. I think if I liquidated my card holdings, if I liquidated my top cards, the ones that I brag about all the time, I think I could go buy a nice house. I don't know if I will, but it tempts me all the time. Tempts me all the time. Because maybe I can just earn them back over time. I don't know. I bet that'd be really hard. Yeah. What do you guys think I should do? Own Pokemon or own a house? Own Pokemon, obviously. What's up, guys? It's the Tuesday night stream. We've come to a stalled point, it feels like. Let me check this. Here we are. We have Mr. Mark Kaplan. Did I say stalled? No, we're not. Mark Kaplan's coming in. He's swooping. He wants an Ascended Heroes. He wants a 151. And he wants a Japanese Mega Symphonia. All right. Mary, I want you to give me some ideas on events we can host in the stream. Give me some stream event ideas. Yes. All right. Good. That's a California house on the table. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of interesting because it really doesn't get into the full meat of my collection. I got some good stuff hiding away. Like, I have like 500 slabs in the PSA vault. And I think I could just liquidate while the market's kind of high and go buy a nice house somewhere. Gloom, Aerodactyl, Ascended Heroes. Trevenant. All right, some perfectly cold cards. I will give you a scratched Gengar Raw card for that signature Charizard. Hell no, dude. That's the full Jason Page signature. Were you not watching? He charges extra. Listen, he's got 2 different signatures. You got to know all the rules for this guy. One is sloppy. That's $50. Now, the full version where he writes out his whole name, Jason Page. Now, that's a $100 signature. That's the rules. That's how it works. Do you want the full version or the sloppy version? You gotta choose. This is how it works. It's like choosing between Cheerios and Captain Crunch. And then, do you want him to have a little saying on the card, like "Be the very best"? Well, that's not free. Do you know how hard it is to write that? There's a lot that goes on there. Be the very best. Oh, my wrist. Woo. All right, see, that costs extra. So that's going to be at least $50 more. So you got the full signature and be the very best. This is probably one of the best signatures I've ever seen. And he is a voice of the voice of our generation. I want to be the very best that somebody maybe was. Look at that swirl, though. That's a good swirl on this Charizard. You could always ask Mike to hide a Pokemon code in your short videos. Ooh, like a code word that gets you onto the secret island. Ooh, cool. I like that. Keeping the short videos more gauge. Everybody hating on Jason. Okay, 2 Gengars. All right, deal. 2 Gengars, you said. 2 Gengars? Ha! I'm going to take his Gengars and then just get the signature all over again and then get those graded. And then I'll have 2 Jason Page signature cards and he will only have 1. Big brain moves out here, guys. This is how I did it. You know, this is how I got up, you know, as far as I got, making these big brain moves. I remember when you bought that slab, it was the last time there was a controversy around Jason Page. You know, it's crazy. I got it for $800. And I think a lot of that value is not just the signature. It's actually the card itself, Dark Charizard. And so this Dark Charizard's in pretty good shape. Like, look. Not bad. Not bad. A lot of signature cards are in bad shape, but this Charizard's pretty good looking. Maybe the card could have graded 8, or maybe even 9 if it's very lucky. But so, you know... Oh, hold on. Let me fix this. All right. So, suppose this got an 8. Well, Charizard 8's pretty valuable. Here's another thing. For all of the hating on Jason Page, I still want a Jason Page signature because he's the artist who sang the song. So all the fun dogpiling and hating him for promoting himself too much and maybe being greedy, maybe signing a little too much, after all that, I still want it. So that's just got to be how it's got to be. It's the signature on the slab or on the card. I believe it's directly on the card. Not on the slab. See, it says authentic. Pretty good, right? I know you're jealous. The real reason everybody's so bitter and sour about it is because they didn't think to get it first. Ha! Sorry if you missed the boat, guys. The best time to invest is today, though. All right, let's see. I believe that would make the short video more fun and engaging. Writing a spot or free one, whatever reward you want. So what you're telling me is we would get more kids in Bangladesh playing the giveaway game in my shorts. I don't know, Mary. Oh, my eyes itchy. I'm just going to go to sleep with you guys. You want to go to sleep? Oh, man, I got like 5 hours today, 5 hours yesterday, 5 hours the day before. I'm tired, dude. You want to just go to sleep, guys? I'll take you. Let's go to sleep. This is the sleep stream. We got an open queue. If you want to send an order in, we got 1 spot for the Naruto. Is it really going to be finished in the daytime stream? You guys are going to be that way? Oh, man. I'm over here sitting in the cuck chair, man. They're like, we could buy that last spot, but I don't think we will. Not in your bed, mister. It's unwashed and dirty. It has that deep, musky smell. Like people been doing too much in that bed. It smells like baby oil. Oh, yeah. Baby oil and shame. So this card's a cute card. It's $65. It's Professor Oak, just a trainer card, but I've never graded one of these before, and I thought, well, maybe somebody will want one. Oh, man, I already screwed it up. We are? How clean are your bed sheets, Mary? You didn't poop in them at all? You didn't even leave one grumpy? All right, there it goes. You didn't even leave one grumpy in your bed sheets? It is. That's why you're striking out with the guys, man. If you want to have a cute boyfriend, you got to know how to leave a nice grumpy in the bed. That's what we're all asking for. We're practically begging for it. Whoa, this loser means cool, man. What do I do with this? Waifu shuffle? Oops. There it goes. All right. My bed sheets are very clean. Doubt. I bet Mary never cleans her bed sheets. She actually told me in confidence she cleans them like once a year. We're assuming Mr. even uses bed sheets. Whoa, this Luzamine is 500. What about last sold? because I'm not an animal. Last sold on this card is pretty high. 400. What is this? Battle Boost. So this card has been selling for like 400. And now there's one for 500. And it's located in China. Oh, man. It's not China. I have a great relationship with she. There. Okay. I bet he raw dogs that mattress. We're assuming Mr. even uses bed sheets. That's right. No bed sheets on my bed. You can't be bothered with that. That's inefficient. I just let my natural musk soak into the bed sheet or the mattress itself. So these Pikachus will not be hastily handed out. I believe these are very clever cards, very nice. We'll probably be hosting big breaks on them, just like the one before them that went off. Those are break cards, money cards. All right, what's this? Oh my God, please don't be $100. I didn't send these in thinking it was going to be 100. I thought maybe 50, but Pokemon Go Bulbasaur. They're like animals. And I slaughtered them like animals. All right, so the cheapest one is $60 plus $17 shipping in Australia, mate. So that comes out to $77 plus what, like $6 or something? No, it'd be more than $6. It would be closer to $85 total. So the cheapest one is Australian, $85. Then it shoots up to $100 in the USA. Grab this. So cheap, so affordable. Pokemon. Gotta pay $100 for a common card. But it's not any common card. It's been graded by PSA. And that's pretty expensive and takes forever. So there you go. Bulbasaur 10, $85. I smell goo. I thought I smelled cheese. Mary talking about washing bed sheets. Mr. said he washes his once a month. That's right. And that's a good amount of times. If you're washing them too much, you're crazy. Just shower or something. No, you'll get like dandruff in the bed. It's dandruff. All right. No one ever died from dandruff. You're not going to get like the plague from your own dandruff. Next up, we got Mr. Mark, 2 Ascended Heroes, 1 Pokemon 151. 2 of these Ascended Heroes. But you'll drool on the pillow. Uh-huh. So? You never had a good drool pillow, huh? Little drool pillow. That's the whole point of the pillow, is to catch your drool. How often do you wash your bed, though? Realistically, really it is about once a month. And I don't even wash it. Karis does. I don't even have to. Let's see. Toss that. Throw that away. Okay. All right. And she leaves no grumpies for me in that bed. It's kind of like a sexless marriage, but for grumpies. Not even 1 or 2 grumpies. Yeah. Snipping this. Okay. Now, Ascended Heroes. Haunter, Groudon. Here's Charjabug, Erica's Vileplume. Ooh, easy. Bro, everyone's in here acting like they wash their bed sheets all the time. Lies, dude. Lies. I bet you most people in here wash their bed sheets like once every couple of months. I don't believe for a second you got people just up and washing their bed. Another Gyarados? People just up washing their bed sheets all day. Oh, I got to get this perfectly clean, like Mother said. Here's Gyarados. boop. All right. Mother said everything must be clean. Yeah, right. Bunch of liars. All right, Mr. Mark. I'm spotless. Yeah. These gloves are minted. Okay, put that there. Putting this away. Thank you, Mr. Mark. This stream brought to you by Mr. Mark. Can I pay for PSA grading today? Nope. I mean, you could. We could like send you through their Super Express or whatever it's called, and it would cost you like a bunch of money. I think I was gonna say bajillion, and then I got tired of that word. First step of denial is acceptance, says Mary. Mary, what do you know about clean sheets? You got poopy underwear. You got those streaks in your underwear. Here's Shaman. Oh, I'm so clean. Yeah, why you got big poop streaks? Poopy as hell. Wow, this came out of 10. That's really good. This is Diamond Pearl Shaman. Mr. First Brazilianaire. Let's see. PSA 10. Shaman. 003. Ooh. Meow, 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 meow. So, the cheapest copy of this card is $335 plus $37 shipping. I knew these Diamond Pearl cards were going to get valuable. All right, but if we look at last sold, though, last sold is probably more like 100. Oh, that's a PSA 9. Okay, I don't want to copy the $400. It's just too high. I think we're going to give it a more reasonable price. Let's do 150. This is a vintage card. It's from 2008. It's Diamond Pearl, and it's Shaman first edition. Nice. Nice. I mean, think about it. Bulbasaur is 85. This is 150. It almost doesn't make sense. Either Bulbasaur is overpriced or Shaman is underpriced. One or the other. Skid Marks. That's right. Yeah, and I hear Mary doesn't even trim her nose hairs. Mary, we can all see your nose hairs. Get them trimmed, okay? Here's Trico. Went back in on one more attempt on each of those expensive boys. Dumb? Let's find out. You never know. Sometimes it's the very next pack. I mean, eventually it is, for somebody, the very next pack. That's how it works. The nature of it. Trico. Same deal here. These Tricos are Diamond Pearl. Oh, man. How do I mute the microphone? Oh, here it is. Can I... Audio mixer. That's not what I want. Can I just hit X on this? Oh, that didn't help. No, I liked that. Where did that go? That's too bad. Okay, so I still don't know how to mute the microphone. Let's see. No. Maybe chat? No. What's this? No. Uh-oh. If I hit save on that, that didn't reset all the information, did it? Let me hit refresh on this. No, it's the same. All right, I was pushing some buttons. I can't figure out how to mute the microphone. I'd like to know how to do that because sometimes I need to cough. Microphone input, built-in microphone, So I think I can turn the microphone off like this. Let me test it. Test, 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 test. Can you hear me singing to the trees? All right, so what we did there was we used the audio mixer to put the microphone to 0. So that would act effectively, that would act as a mute, but I kind of don't want to do that every time. Isn't it funny that the Collectible Bureau guy got made fun of for saying Bulbasaur is worth 30K, and we're on our way. They're in the current market. Yeah, I know what you're saying there. 10K, 20K, maybe 30K. Yeah, that guy was he was pissing me off. Here's Trico. I was getting so angry I was shrieking. Nah, that guy sucked though. He openly said he didn't even like Pokemon. He's like, it's just cardboard, bro. He's quite literally the I'm just doing this for money guy. It's like, oh, brother, get out of here, dude. Scalping 101. Find a guy who doesn't even like Pokemons. All right, you ready for this, guys? You're not going to believe it. Last sold $220. That was back in March, by the way. $220. Again, that's a very vintage card. 2008 Trico. Oh, I hear somebody at the door. Is that the cat? All right, now here's the English equivalent. Stormfront. They want $3,000 for that? Yeah, right, bro. Oh, I like this song that's playing. I haven't heard this in a while. What is this? This is, that's definitely the cat. The cat's trying to get in. That's so cute. So cute. All right. I can't find one for sale. The last sold was $220. I get to do whatever price I want, I guess. March, May, June. We're midway through June. I think the Pokemon market moved upward since then. So I'm going to increase from 220 to 300. Pricey. Yeah, I haven't heard that Yoshi song in a while. Whoa, the table's green, man. All right. Just unplug it. Why are you yelling test? Because I was testing the volume changer. Back to Mr. Mark. He says, 1 Ascended Heroes and 1 151. Good luck in there, Mr. Mark. Mark going deep for your entertainment tonight, guys. But also because he's trying to get a snipe. All right. 1, 2. Throwing these away. And Eradicate, Seal, Mewtwo, and Bisharp. Oh man, they were both cold. Oh, I almost felt like I thought I'd opened the wrong pack there for a second. That's why I looked again. I was like, no, I got the right one. All right, Mr. Mark. All right. I can't believe people labeled you as a grifter in the 2020 boom while you're still here, and some of those guys are not. I really do just like Pokemon. I like money too. I mean, that's the funny part. Who doesn't like making money? We all like making money, but you know, it takes a lot of I guess, passion or whatever the word would be to keep this running for so long. Because I don't have a manager. You know, I'm not making like $1 million a year selling cards or anything like that. It's not like that. So, you know, you got to really want to do this. And I do it mostly all by myself. Yeah, I don't have like a group of fun friends and fun employees. Oh, I'm just going back to work to hang out with my employee pals. So none of that stuff. But it's Pokemon, you know, it's kind of a dream job for some. So I get to do the cool dream job. But yeah, I know early on I was really hyping up the cards and people were like, this guy's part of the problem. Remember people used to say stuff like, oh, this is why Pokemon's not affordable. I mean, if they thought it was unaffordable back then, what do they think of it now? Now it's really crazy. Why have you made the decision to not scale into a larger business? That's actually a really fair question. So if I wanted to scale, what I would do is I would set up another streamer and just provide them product. That was supposed to be Alexis, by the way, but I guess she just didn't show enough interest in it, so it didn't go anywhere. But I also didn't push her too hard to do it either, because a part of me doesn't want to push something unless it happens naturally. So there's that. And then there's the card grading and encapsulation side of the business as well. So we were legit making some money on that, right? Even though the grades were pretty cheap, we were making a little bit of profit each month on card grading. When the whole thing with John fell apart, it was so stressful. I was like, man, I don't want to go through that ever again. And so that really killed it a lot for me, because already I like the extra income from the card encapsulation. It was decent, but it's like not high enough that it would make me want to go through all of that twice. So again, Miss Alexis is supposed to be the one to learn about card encapsulation and get into it, but she hasn't shown a natural interest in it. Though she did mention if I made very good training videos on how to do it, she would maybe watch those videos and learn it. But yeah, it's just we have a nice, comfortable little thing going. It's kind of like asking, let's say you're in like Tokyo and you got a gentleman who runs like a little sushi bar, or a little, maybe he's got a little, little food and alcohol beverage bar. Why don't you turn that into a franchise and franchise it? Maybe I just don't want to. Maybe I don't want to put on a suit and put together the big team of guys and be like, all right, guys, we're the team. Go team. So maybe that's just not my style. Maybe I'm more like a small business owner. But, it is stuff I've thought about. And, like, there's avenues we could pursue for. So, for example, maybe we could try to code a sort of like mystery pack website or something like that. And then I could use my platform to advertise my own mystery pack website. I could do that. And I know the market enough that I could probably work on acquiring the slabs needed to keep those mystery packs going. But again, I just don't know if I have that passion for that. Like, could I make more money doing that? Yes. But I don't know if that's what I love. Do I love just like scaling up businesses and becoming a multi-millionaire or something? I don't know. I like what we do. It's just a bit of fun, isn't it? So we come here, we host breaks. They're very transparent. When you get into mystery packs on a website, you don't truly know what your odds are usually. But when you get into this Gastly break, you know the exact odds because it says it. And then when we actually host the break, you watch the number of spots. There's no mystery to it. There's no trick. So I like that. I like the live customs. I like the pokey shuffles. All of that stuff has to be done with the host. So A, there's making a website that automates it. I don't know. B, there's hiring another host and training them to be like me. Maybe I would do that if I found the right fit, but I'm not like going out of my way to find that person. And then same with the encapsulation. If I had somebody who seemed like the right fit, we would work on the encapsulation more. We'd have to kind of rev that machine back up. We'd have to get people excited, be like, we're getting back into card grading. TheCardconomist grading is just a bit of fun. You know what I mean? We had like a steady stream of people who were grading with us back then. And, after John got let go, I feel like that just totally torpedoed the whole thing. It just became sort of a bad feel, So, the sun's coming up. I can see it. Look, it's about time to wrap up, guys. Fun conversation, though, isn't it? Let's see. Oh, just kidding. I've got money sitting in my PayPal. Cha-ching. Supply and demand. Can't win them all. Well, I cleared the dud packs, guys. Have fun. Why have you made the decision not to scale? What is it you're afraid of having to do this from a different location? Oh, you mean like having someone work remote? No, I definitely don't want someone doing remote because it would be too easy to manipulate or steal the product. And so unless they wanted to fill their home up with cameras, because if they want to spy on themselves for me, maybe that would work, a full remote kind of thing. But the product quality is so important to me. I mean, it's important to me right now. So I would be scared that anyone I hire would eventually be tempted to weigh the packs, to search the packs, to manipulate them in some way, maybe to just straight up steal product. So, I am concerned on that side that people who open packs with, I guess, my group would be cheated somehow if I hired the wrong person or that they treated it wrong. So I prefer to have them be nearby where I can like check in on them and see how the operation's going. Yeah, I guess I just see that you have a pretty marketable brand and the lot of staying power over the years that you could develop a proper nationwide business. I don't know if I would be looking to go nationwide. I think the best things I could do would be like, okay, so we have Cardconomist card opening and a pretty fun little system. It's designed for a host. And we could have somebody doing sports cards all day because I don't touch sports, but there's like a whole hobbyist group for sports, right? And then if we get the distribution done, well, now we're able to run distribution for this stream and for their stream too. So, expanding to sports would be an area where another human being really could expand our sales just because I don't do sports. I don't know them. I don't understand them. And then, I think one more person could also stream on like Whatnot or something like that. I don't currently do Whatnot. So, becoming more of a supplier and as well as sort of like a stream mentor, that could be a thing. But I could retire right now. I'm pretty sure I could retire. Like I was adding up some of my cards. I could just 1000% liquidate every card in my home, every single one, and all of the card accessories and trash and just everything. And I think I could just pump that into the stock market or something and I would just be done. And so at this point, it's not a question of like, how do I get to $10 million or something? Now it's like, what do I want to do for a lifestyle? Do I want to rev up and work harder, or do I want to sort of just become, routine, find a nice niche and just kind of wind down? Well, I'm heading toward my 40s and I don't have any kids yet. And I've been working, just point this out, I've been working 7 days a week for 7 years. That's like jail almost. It's sort of like a really extreme lifestyle. I did that for 7 long years, and maybe it's time to sort of cool it a bit. I already won. I mean, the cards I picked for saving were already so successful at going up in price. It's like there's always more money to make in this life, but it's like, do I need it? I don't know. Maybe it just depends on where I want to live. Maybe I want to live in a more expensive place. Maybe I want to live in a cheaper place. Well, if I want to live in a cheaper place, I'm already set. And my luck could flip. It could be bad. Maybe something happens. I don't know. So I'm not going to worry too much about it. But as for expanding, I mean, I realize we are capable of expanding. It would just have to be something that I get the energy and the desire to do. So Pokemon cards, I'm very passionate about. But running a very large business, I might not have as much passion for that. And that's the difference between the rich and the poor right there. You just got to be born with the right personality type. I've had the personality type that led me this far, and we see what happens next, Yeah, it's crossed my mind. I've had guys reach out to me. Anytime I talk about this, I've had guys reach out to me, and they go, hey, let me run the sports side of things. But I don't know if I don't think I'm ready for that emotionally, like to get into all that work. Let's see. You could definitely retire. Remember, you could sell your channel also. That might sell for a little bit of money. I don't know how much it would truly sell for. It's the inventory that has value. So if somebody wanted to buy the channel with the inventory, that'd be pretty good. I've been searching for 3 months now for a specific card. Can't find it. If no one has said, we are proud of you, thank you for everything. Oh, thanks, man. Would you ever lend out the channel at a percentage of the sales? Yeah, so that's actually one of the best outcomes, I think. Instead of like selling the channel, it would make a lot of sense to hire somebody at a pretty generous pay rate to simply fully replace me, or maybe like replace me 90%. So I think I could hire somebody for about, I know this sounds kind of wild, but I think I could hire somebody for about $100,000 a year to replace me. And that would be good enough if they could truly replace me. I don't know if they could. You got to make some clever moves sometimes with the cards in order to generate that sort of income that justifies the pay. So, so I've thought about hiring somebody, and I told Alexis that too. I said, hey, how would you like to make a lot of money streaming? But she just didn't seem excited about it. You know, she didn't like follow up on it. Maybe she didn't believe me. I don't know. Kabutop's Holland Phantom Stab. Oh, you like that one? Let me go find it. I've got a couple of those, I think. I'm a big fan of that one. Anyways, I told Alexis that she could do that if she wanted, and she just didn't seem that concerned with it. Let's see. Perhaps I haven't found my true Padawan. Let's see. Let me grab a box. Maybe, is it in this box? I know I got some of those Kabutops. The question is, how many do I have? I'm a fan of that Kabutops. Ah, here's one. All right, I found one of them. I thought I had 4 of them. Hold on, let's see if I can find the rest. Is that not Terra Festival? Is that that One Games music playing? Here we are. Let's see. Totodile. Ah, here's another one. I found 2. Aha, 3. So I thought I had 4. Let's see. Is there a chance there's some down here? All right, let me show this off. You ready? You ready? Who said they liked Kabutops? Boom. That's fun, right? Why not let that girl Mod do the job if you move over to California? Miss Tammy, honestly, I don't know if she would like it either, actually. I've never considered that. It is a lot of work, by the way. It's not like there's some responsibility to it. I compare it to like running a marathon. It's not a physical marathon. It's like a mental marathon. Much of it comes down to taking care of the orders, trying to make few mistakes, and trying to stay entertaining too. You know, like anyone can sit there and just tap their fingers on the desk quietly while orders. You're like, all right, who's gonna order? But actually coming in and caring about what's going on in the news. All right, so let's see. So I'm pretty sure I have one more of these somewhere. I just would have to dig it up. In my opinion, that's the best card ever. You want to see what I bought these at? Yeah, Terraria, thank you, cheese. I was thinking Terrestrial Festival. 300, 750, which was kind of a lot in 2022, and 350. Whoa. Yes, I actually can kind of remember that because these two were cheaper. Huh? If you're close enough, maybe. I wouldn't like to talk about news, though, to be honest. You probably wouldn't have to. Let's see. We're going to say Kabutops. Holland. I'll do what they do in Japan. I'll find somebody to take it over, and then I'll adopt them, and they have to take, like, my last name and everything, and then they'll be, like, fully responsible for the whole business. They do that in, like, Japan. Isn't that funny? I can't even find one of these for sale. Wait, let me check sold, maybe. I was hoping I could find one. Let's see. That's a 9? Oh, my God. All right. Well, the only information we know about this card is that the non-reverse holo version of the card sold for 2.5. So this is not the holographic this is not the stamped version. The stamped version will be the actual desirable, ideal version of the card. So, but I can't find any for sale. I bet it's crazy expensive, dude. I bet it's so much. I'll never call out 6. Hey, if this works out to $1 million deal, I want some type of reimbursement for the idea. You're funny, dude. Look at that. Isn't that nice? I remember when I bought this, I was going, this is so beautiful and it's so rare. And I didn't understand why they were so cheap because I felt like considering how old they were vintage. They came out pretty much right after the end of the e-reader series, which everyone knows about the e-reader series, but I feel like no one knew about these. All right, so it is 5:22. Let me just check the queue, see if there's any stragglers. Oh, yes, there is. Alexiel Alvarez with the $100 order. He says 5 of the Ascended Heroes. Shoot. All right, let me go grab these. I'm like busy showing off cards here and talking. All right, my cat pushed her way into the room. Kitty, you can't be here. You can't do this to me. I made this company. Kitty, what are you doing? You just better not start. No, you can't do that. Comes in here, immediately starts chewing wires. She has to set the house on fire, burn the whole collection down. Goes. All right. And Kitty, no. Why don't you go over there and play? Go check the room out, Kitty. There you go. I tossed her. All right. I swear you're so smart buying all those cards and PSA 10s back then. You were spending money at the time where people would never spend that kind of money on Pokemon. Yeah, I kind of figured I was either going to get really lucky or it was going to be a ridiculous mistake. I knew that that risk was there, and I don't know. I was just like, let's go for it, man. I had strong ideological beliefs about what would happen with the cards. So like I had a narrative for what would happen, and I just kind of stuck with it. That's kind of what happened with the Bitcoin guys who bought Bitcoin early. And those guys got way wealthier than I did with Pokemon cards. I mean, Pokemon has done well, but it hasn't done like Bitcoin levels of, you know, appreciation. Although Bitcoin is not doing so well right now. Bitcoin's stuck at 65K over 5 years. It's not as good of a look, is it? All right, Kitty, I got to be able to move my chair. I don't want to hurt your paws. All right, look out. Okay, I don't want to run over her paws. I'll smush her paws, man. Here goes. All right, Alexio. Yeah, the guys who invested into Bitcoin early turned into like billionaires and stuff, right? They got really large amounts of money from that. And they believed in the idea of it, and it worked out for them. Pokemon's done that for me a little bit. There are guys who were probably deeper than I was. You know, we don't talk about him very much, but I think TCA Gaming had more than I do. By the time that Pokemon went off, I think that guy had more than I did. Ooh, Carbink. So I don't see him flaunting his wealth or anything like that too much. But I think he sold like $1 million of cards on eBay in the last couple months, if you were paying attention to him. So he's like, it's not a theory if he's wealthy anymore. He's definitely wealthy. That guy's a millionaire cash-wise. Like, he's got the cash. And he just had a lot more than I did. He started before I did. There's some other guys that are millionaires too, I'm sure. Like Z&G started the whole eBay thing where he would do the consigning, and that's blown up for him. So that guy probably makes way more money than I do. I don't know, actually. I don't know what his numbers look like. Here we go. I do okay. I put in a lot of effort. I took a big investment on the cards. So that is, no, Kitty. That is one difference between us, is I didn't liquidate my cards. I held because I had a belief that they were going to go up. So that is one area where I'm doing pretty well. All right, Mr. Alexio, let's grab your bag. Let's see. Grabbing this. I really am kind of annoyed, actually, with the consigning situation, because I feel like eBay basically gives these guys this huge advantage of having a lower cost. He says, I have a big bag. So Alexio has a big bag. Where are we storing you, Mr. Alexio? Alexio with a big bag. Maybe the AL overflow? Let's check this. Yeah, so they give these guys this advantage. Like, I would offer to sell your items for you on eBay if I was allowed to have really low sell rates. Why would eBay do that for some people? It creates like a barrier of entry to market where you just can't compete with other consigners because they have an already locked in lower sale rate. It doesn't make sense to me. There it goes. All right. Z&G to over 100 million. Nice. Yeah, he's doing really well. I was saying at the time that he started his stuff, I was telling my audience, I was saying, you know, there's a lot of sellers who just do rip and ships and stuff. And I was saying, what you guys ought to get into is consigning, because the market's changed because there's so many people who now own Pokemon that will need to sell them. And so I said consigning is fertile ground. But I wasn't going to get into consigning because I was already a successful rip and shipper. So I was just going to keep doing that. All right, Mr. Mark is next. And he says, if it'll load, 3 Ascended Heroes. We're wrapping up, guys. No more orders. We're all done. The sun's up. It's not good to get too jealous over others' success. I try not to get jealous of anyone's position. When I was younger and didn't have as much money, I didn't worry about people who... What is she doing? But man, you see some of these guys getting rich off this stuff, and it really activates something in you, like greed, disgust, annoyance, frustration. You know what I mean? Like the way Gary was talking, like, oh, you don't even know what I have. It's like, oh, please, dude, stop. I have so much, it would hurt the market. Oh, no, dude. So everyone likes to brag. Everyone likes to flex. Everyone likes to show off like their Kaboo tops here. It's a fun flex. I got lucky. I did all right. I probably did a little better than all right, but I could get cancer next year. Who cares, you know? That happens to guys. Maybe I'll be one of the unlucky ones. Maybe I'll get hit by a car. Maybe I'll fall out of the sky in a helicopter. A part of me almost feels like I certainly will. Like, I'm so used to life actually being very bad and unlucky for me that the idea that it's going really well now kind of scares me. Here's Canary. Well, these have been tough tonight, man. All right. They want less B2B relationships, so by offering a few people these rates, they're able to take less risks. Something like that. I don't know. You know, I'm sure there's a logic to it. I'm not questioning that. I'm not questioning that it's fallen into place because of, you know, it making sense for the business. It's just that, you know, if you want to set up an account like that, they should give you an option or something. There we go. The problem is it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. That system does. Because once they have the lowest rate of anyone on planet Earth, now you basically have to consign with them or else you're leaving money on the table. So it's like, okay, well, now they're a high volume business no matter what. So it's a barrier to market. And, you know, let the government create barriers to market. Why should eBay be creating a barrier to market? It makes no sense. All right. We have Mr. Robert Breeding. I bit my lip. I found your audience could be a fit for Grammarly. Oh my God, bro. Here's Robert Breeding. He says 2 live customs. Yes, sir. I was driving. Did you happen to service my order? Is this you? We are? Mr. Robert. Maybe the fear of things going wrong is why you feel the need to keep pushing and not stopping. Yeah, I mean, my life has been pretty rough. My childhood was especially rough. And you're right, there is an element of fear. Whoa. There is an element of, hey, this is already pretty nice. Don't mess it up. Because I already know what it's like when things are really bad. And I don't want to go back to that. Here's Slowpoke. And, oh, here we have just a nice little bonus packet. All right, little nice cards. But that's going to be 2 cold packs. Yeah, I mean, I've had some bad situations in life. I'm not looking to screw up a nice thing. It's already nice. That's part of business, is how much risk do you want? right? And the people who take bigger risks, they just do make more money. If you take a bigger risk, you make more money. And so, you know, if I go out there and I take higher risks, I'll probably, if I succeed, that's the if, right? If I succeed, I'll be wealthier. And I got to weigh what I already have versus, you know, the risk and the upside. When I look at that calculation, I don't know. It seems like there could be a lot of, there's a lot to lose at this point. A lot of things could go wrong. And yeah, it's a tricky thing, isn't it? You got to find a passion and a motivation to want to do it too, you know, like it's tricky. I think if I knew the right people, like if they were in my vicinity, life could be moving in that direction. But I live in the middle of nowhere in Lake of the Ozarks. It's wonderful. All right, 2 cold ones. Mr. Robert, let's see. It's personality too, you know. I've got a pretty, I may come off as the sweetest person you've ever met live, right? I'm sure that's how I come off, but you know, in real life, I'm a pretty abrasive person, so I don't know how partnerships and stuff like that would truly work between us. Maybe the fear of things going wrong is why you feel the need to keep stopping. What's your opinion about buying cards raw that are going up in PSA 10? Does this make lower grades more desirable, budget investor-wise? I would say yes, Mr. Aquavium. You should invest in My Little Pony cards. Mr. Ding says, yeah, the first thing I did when I made my wealth was to secure both me and my family for a what-if situation. Yeah. I'm always open-minded for making more money. I would say the number one thing for me is to get the distribution and then lower my prices as soon as we get it. So that's the direction we're heading. We got the website. That took a long time, but it's finally done. Now we need to hit up that distribution. The other thing we could do is relocate. So a lot of things in life are sort of on pause because we're in a potential relocate phase. We're thinking about lifestyle. We're thinking about taxes. You know, it's pretty clever if I took $1 million of Pokemon cards across the border and now owed no state taxes on them when they sell. So that would be pretty clever. But also babies. I don't have any. I'm 37. I have no children. So all those are kind of top shelf, you know, issues for me right now. And then expanding it's doable. It's just, I got to see the conditions. The conditions got to look right. You know, I got to run into the right situation. For me to really want to expand and spread out and increase risk that way. All right. Well, guys, sorry, mister, I was behind on the stream. You can service my most recent order in the daytime. Keyword for the giveaway? So the giveaway, what did we do on our likes? It looks like we got, ta-da, a total of 29 likes. I'll just run it. Why not? I don't care. It was, you know, it's a Tuesday. The views are down a little bit. So the keyword is Hawk, Mr. Hawk. We try to set view goals or like, I think we call them bounties, right, for fun. View bounty, like bounty. Hey, where do we toss this giveaway? The keyword is Hawk, by the way, H-A-W-K. Ah, there it is. Kitty's over here tearing the room up. I got to get her out of here. All right, it's Hawk, H-A-W-K. Where are you, Kitty? I hear you. She's like under a shelf or something. Oh, there she is. She hears me talking to her, so she came right over. Isn't that cute? She's such a sociable animal. She must be so lonely at night because Kira sleeps. All right. Won't children halt a lot? Like, who's taking care of them? Yeah, it probably will, but how much older do I want to get before having children? I don't know if I want to have children at 40. What happens if they're like, hey, you got cancer or something like that? You know what I mean? So each year I don't have kids, I'm risking that my health has some sort of significant change, and then I don't have kids, and I have poor health. So I don't know. It's kind of crazy to think about because my dad had 11 kids, and he'd probably be on like kid 9 right now or something like that. I don't know how far along he'd be, but he'd be pretty far along. There we are. People don't want to have kids anymore. It's almost like something that causes stress to talk about even. I think everyone just wants to kind of have fun and goof off a little bit. But I feel like if I don't do it, it's going to be bad. Got to get it done. Just seems like the thing to do. You know, like humans did it for like thousands of years. And we only got cell phones and video games and adult content on the internet in the last 20 years. And so society's changed a lot, but I feel like I should just go ahead and have that kid anyways. You know, have some kids. I'm not even excited for it, to tell you the truth. I had so many siblings growing up. I basically already raised children when I was a teenager, I did. And it was just so much work, and it wasn't fun at all. It's, you know, it's the very thing everyone warns you about. Don't have kids. Yeah, they're little monsters. But, you know, I was a kid, so there's something very existential about that. Curse you, Nightbot. We had a nanny during our children's first 10 years, but I did reduce working hours and positioned passive income to compensate. Yeah, we've talked about that, getting a nanny, which would probably be a lot more affordable if we lived in a place with the low cost of living. So, you know, if we moved to California and want a nanny, it could be something that we might not be able to afford versus like if we're living in Tennessee and look for a nanny, maybe very affordable, you know. So those are some of the considerations when it comes to where to relocate to. Do I have to be here to remind you of the order for the daytime? No, I'll know. We are. Let's see. Kitty's over there by the Wi-Fi router, and it's making me nervous. All right, guys. I had a great time. I'll see you tomorrow for the daytime stream for Wednesday. See you later, everybody. Have a nice night.